Roll the tapes.
Hello and welcome everyone to day 2 of Expedition Online Mini, Piedra del Sol. I'm still torching that name, I'm positive.
Piedra del Sol.
Thank you, Shane. I'm Jonathan Dykes. With me today in the commentator's booth again, we have Shane Byrne and Chantel Washington. How you guys doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm excited. We had a great start to this mini as players really came to play. All kinds of prior relationships, those seem to be completely tossed out the door as it's a whole new game, and it started off that way as got off to a rocky start with that double crossroads, eh, Shane?
Yeah, for sure. It looks like the people with the biggest targets were winners and runner-ups because Carl and Bill ended up taking the fall. But they were pleasantly surprised. We hooked them up, swapped them to the other tribe or party, gave them exemption for their first crossroads and a half compass. So it wasn't really a bad thing.
Absolutely. I mean, Chantel, they really ended up turning it into a full positive with the way things worked out, didn't they?
Yeah, 100%. They took the tools that they were given, then they ran with it to the other tribe and said, I'm done with them. Done. Let's go all the way forward to the end.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch. They both kind of took on the same strategy, Chantel, as they both said, hey, I'm done with the other side. I have exemption, so you can't get rid of me now. Might as well work with me kind of thing. They both pick up a half compass, which was exposed to the whole thing. And Chantel, like I said, they really kind of used that to find their way to really get into the middle of things within their parties, didn't they?
100%. They did a really good job at doing that.
Absolutely. So after that, we went into the second exemption challenge, and right bam in the middle of this exemption challenge, we dropped 5 clues in the party chat. First 5 players to message Anthony, who is our host and creative designer for the mini. They had to message him. First 5 people got something a little bit different. So we'll break down exactly who got what down at the end here. But the outcome of that crossroads would be Harmony, the first actual eliminated player from her party. Shane, it kind of came down to the first 2 challenges not really being in Harmony's wheelhouse. And for that, she kind of became the target, didn't she?
Oh, for sure. I mean, for the record, she did improve a lot based on her past history with the tissue toss challenge. Yeah. But, when you only have your current challenge performance compared with everyone else, and then the skills that everyone knows about, they just deemed that she was the least valuable that particular round to move forward with.
Yeah, absolutely. The competition's really coming into play. So after that crossroads, the next round we would see as Greg would be a very rare unanimous vote. Chantel, Greg played a former version of our game where it was all done on Facebook. It was mostly a text messaging game. Much different story here on Discord, and it really showed for Greg, didn't it?
Yes, it did. You can tell that he was struggling with it and he was trying, but unfortunately it wasn't good enough for his tribe.
Yeah, and not really excelling in the challenges. In Season 1, he was a real challenge beast, but unfortunately, and when I'm saying Season 1, I'm talking our prior game done more than a year ago. I was involved in that game. Very few people in the community still around from that. But it's kind of interesting to see Greg go from being a powerhouse in the text version game to kind of being a step behind in this game. He did his best, but unfortunately, it would go down to a unanimous vote there. So let's get to the meat and potatoes here, what everybody's waiting to hear about. Who's sitting on what advantages here? So Shane, you want to bring people up to speed. So we have Carl and Bill that I've already mentioned, but in that exemption challenge, we also had Denise and Trey, right?
Yeah, so Denise and Trey won the scavenger hunt for their parties. They were given individual exemption for the first crossroads. Mm-hmm. They were also given a half compass, and that was made public to their whole party, so both parties know about that. And then you had mentioned we had this advantage dump during the tissue toss challenge, and we had several different advantages come up. We had Trey getting a clue to a half compass, which he did end up finding. So Trey is now sitting on 2 half compasses. So he has a full compass if he chooses. Gabby was assigned a half compass, and Greg was also assigned a half compass, and he was voted out with it. So it was randomly put back into play, and our randomizer chose Daniel on Greg's original party to receive that half compass.
Yeah, big for Daniel considering he's had a lot of tech issues kind of going into this, Chantel. He's kind of gifted an advantage now. Kind of nice to see Daniel get one, right?
Yeah, it is. Hopefully he can play it at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. Also in that advantage dump, we had a steal the vote, and which was picked up by Ryan, and the shortcut, which was picked up by Jamie. So the shortcut allowing a player to leave Crossroads before the votes are read. So now both of those advantages can be used till the final 5, as well as one of the other ones, I thought.
So most of the half compasses that were assigned today, those are good until the rendezvous. But the steal a vote and the shortcut are the only 2 that are good until final 5.
No, sorry. There's one other thing. Harmony actually took home. She left with a clue to the compass, which unfortunately she was not able to find before the Crossroads when she was voted out. Now she did read that clue to Denise. So there is still a possibility that Denise could find that compass. That would be good till the final 5. That was the other one that I was thinking about. But yes. So, Chantel, what are your thoughts of all these half compasses in play? I mean, there is, I think, 5 half compasses in play. 2 of them put together makes a full compass. Really kind of adds an interesting dynamic to the game, to the advantage portion of it anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully they were keeping track of who has the other halves so that they can play it at the right time to save someone that they need.
Yeah, absolutely. If they were paying attention, it should be pretty obvious at least who those 4 first half compasses went to. Denise and Trey winning the exemption challenge, Carl and Bill being voted off of their parties in that first Crossroads. They all openly got a half compass, so it'd be interesting to see if any of them come together, and then we have a couple other people with them now as well. So a lot of different dynamics going into today. They're still on the same parties they started with yesterday, so there's no changes that way. I'll put that up for us in just a second. What do you say we kick things over to our host of this mini and the creative designer, Anthony Brandolfino, for our first exemption challenge of this day. Let's kick it over.
Good. Let's go. Take it away, Anthony.
Welcome back to Expedition Piedra del Sol. We have our aphelion and perihelion parties, 7 each on them. We are about to embark on a flip cup relay. We have, in order, for perihelion, Carl, Denise, Keith, Qua, Kara, Gabby, Katie. And then for aphelion, Trey, Jay, Ryan, Bill, Garrett, Will, and Daniel. What they are going to do, they each have 3 cups. Each of those cups has 2 ounces of water in it. They're going to drink the water, and then they're going to play flip cup. That's it. The first party to get through 3 rounds of their relay wins exemption for their party. Any questions? Are we ready? All right. This challenge is on in 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're
all right. A game a lot of us are probably familiar with. The old Flippy Cup.
Oh, Carl's got it.
Can't
go
hear
for
you,
it.
Jonathan.
I should unmute before I start. That's always a good idea.
Jamie's got it.
A game we're all familiar with, I'm sure. The good old, for me, it should always be called Flippy Cup.
Ryan got it.
I don't know what this Flip Cup business, but you know,
everyone should remember it from their college days.
Yeah, this is a classic.
Kara, go.
And it looks like if players have their eyes peeled, which they should, some message has been posted in each of the party chats.
Oh,
We've got another clue.
Let's take a quick look at that. Scroll all the way to the bottom.
They're working through. Yep. Oh, wait. Kara, redo that one. Sorry.
Hello. Here's a clue.
Almost there.
Should
Still
be hard
Bill,
to
still
find.
Kara. Kara having a little
Yeah.
hand action. That's okay. There
So,
we go.
Gabby, go.
who's too engulfed in the game to find the clue? I always love that. That's the best part.
You don't hit it,
Yeah.
Bill. Just guide it. Guide it up.
That
You
was
had
it.
it. You had it,
got
Bill.
it. Yep. Go ahead. Yep,
Garrett.
Go.
This game might predate Bill's college days. I'm not sure.
All right, Garrett is done. Will, you are up. Gabby's still working for Harry Gillian.
And then we have Qua, who I don't think is
Which one?
quite 21 yet, but he is a college student.
Almost,
yeah,
Gabby.
so
Will, there he
legally
goes.
shouldn't have been
Daniel, you're
participating
up.
in these games, but I think we all know that he probably has. Who are we
Almost
kidding?
there. Oh, Gabby and Daniel working. All right, Daniel.
If you're in
Apillion is
Canada,
done.
you
Go
can
Trey.
drink at
Done with their
19.
first round.
Go!
So we don't play that
Close,
game.
Gabby.
Quite as
Very
long.
close.
Mike,
Gabby,
guard it up,
back
Gabby.
He's really struggling.
Go. Jamie,
Precise and slow.
So we're on to Jamie here.
there she
Jamie
goes.
nails
Apillion,
it.
Ryan, you're up. Almost there, Gabby. You got it.
Ryan
done.
is
Go ahead,
good.
Bill.
On to Bill. Gabby having a tough time here. A lot of people are lapping her.
Oh, no.
She's got
Not
the
good.
distraction in the
Second
background.
Oh,
I wonder if her group
There we
is
go.
regretting
almost there. We got Bill.
not
We got
taking
Gabby.
Harmony.
Something
Harmony
to
has been
college parties.
to
where they got
college
picked up by the
more
cops, and
recently
it
than
shows.
Gabby. I think.
Yeah.
Gabby's
Okay.
Gabby got it.
Go ahead, Bill. Go ahead. Yep.
Oh, Katie with the
Carl,
quick
go.
Go ahead, Carl. Carl,
making
go.
up for it. Up to Carl
Garrett's
here.
got it. Next, Will. Apillion done with their first one.
And then we're on
Their second
Will.
round.
Oh, Will struggling
Daniel
to get his
looks
first
Bill, we got
dip
Carl.
off here.
Go after
Oh,
Will.
good.
Will for Apillion, Carl for Perihelion.
Oh,
Almost there,
tough
Will.
one. Carl's just
Almost
like bumping it, hoping for the best.
Yeah.
He needs to be a
Oh,
little
Will
bit
is
softer touch.
struggling.
Mm.
Yeah.
You got it, Carl. Take
There
your
we
time.
go.
Read the
Next,
skills you pick up in
Apillion.
college
Daniel,
that
go
you
for it.
don't know are going to be useful later on in life. Everyone thinks that that's not about the
Especially in
partying. It
expedition
is.
on-
Oh, Daniel.
Oh, and
Second
Daniel
round done
got
for
it. First
Apillion.
try.
Carl's
Oh,
done.
Carl picks it up.
Denise.
Keith.
Trey, no
Go,
problem.
sorry.
Trey clearly has played
Denise.
this
Alright,
game.
go.
a
Good.
few
Keith,
times.
go.
Oh,
Jamie.
Denise
Go ahead,
also.
Ryan.
Not surprised there. Keith nails it.
Go, go.
Wow,
They're
this game.
speeding through this.
Yeah, it's just about the roadblocks. The roadblocks are really
Ryan for
exposed
Apillion
in
on
this
their-
game right now.
Third.
Mhm.
Oh,
Qua for Perihelion on their
Quad's getting
second.
a little antsies.
Ryan.
Oh, wow. What a bounce.
Got it.
Not the traditional way, but it works. And we got
There
Ryan.
we go.
Ryan
Next,
picks it up.
Bill, go for
Bill. I like how they actually have to drink too before. Now they're drinking
I'm pretty
water.
sure
Well, they
Ryan's
were
good at-
advised to drink water. What they
Oh,
chose.
that
what they
was
chose.
close. Both of them.
But Ryan does work for a beer company.
Gabby,
I'm
go.
sure it's a-
Oh, right, yeah. So this has got to be in Ryan's wheelhouse for sure.
Not Apillion, Garrett, go for it.
I wonder if it's the beer company that he's currently enjoying there. I would assume so.
Close.
Okay,
Probably.
Gabby had a
Gary's
rough go
got
the
it.
first time.
Next,
She's got to
Will,
make up
go
for it
for it.
here. Can't have another bad route.
Mm.
We
So
got Perihelion
close.
for Gabby, Will for Apillion.
'Cause
Apillion.
it was her-
One
Oh,
more
he got
way.
it.
Daniel,
Oh,
go
Will
for
picks
it.
it up real quick. Gabby
There we go,
gets it.
Katie, you're
Okay.
Oh, good.
On to Daniel.
Wow.
We all know
Carl.
Daniel's been
Carl,
part of
go
a
for
few
it.
parties.
Carl,
Oh,
you
wow.
got it.
Katie does not fool around.
And Daniel
Daniel's
has won it
got
for
it.
it.
Apillion. Very nicely done. Good job, Apillion. Perihelion, we will see you at exemption at 8.
Oh, wow. I thought it was a lot closer than
Go
that.
for it, go for it.
Yeah.
See you later. Okay.
Well,
I just wanted to
unfortunately, not being the party tribe is going to come back to haunt you. So let's see what happens here. As what was it, Apillion or was it-
Aphelion won exemption, so Perihelion is going to Crossroads.
so Party P is going to Crossroads. That's right. I'm giving up on
Yeah.
the party names completely at this point. They are now Party A and Party P.
What do we
So
have?
Party
7
A
minutes?
gets the win.
We have like 10.
Oh, 10.
Let's see what happens here.
And my challenge got moved to 8:20, so.
We have 10 minutes here to strategize.
Oh no.
Holy Jesus.
They're all in the shelter still.
Yeah, they gotta hold up the appliances at least for a minute,
So
right?
they were one round ahead of us? Like they were that far ahead of us?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Holy shit, dude. Like I just went and then he was like, okay, game over. I was like, fuck.
Did none of you guys ever play Flip Cup before?
What do you mean?
Called out.
You know.
I love Flip Cup. That's my game.
In college.
I didn't play it in college either. I didn't start playing it until I was 30 when I joined.
How long do we have?
Not long.
About 10 minutes.
Like,
Yeah, minutes, yeah.
All right. So I'm not exempt this time, so but jump. That we gotta figure something out, right?
Carl's not
Say.
gonna wait around. Experienced player, he knows what it takes.
I don't want it
I
to be
wonder
me.
if they're going to consider Gabby this round based on her performance.
Jump, baby.
I mean, how long can you sit around waiting for a quiz?
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that's
Don't
two in a
everybody
row.
do it at
arguably,
once.
Yeah, I honestly don't want it to be me either.
Nobody wants
And
to
if you
go.
wait too long for trivia, it's individual.
All right, well-
and that's not good.
And that's not when you want it, right?
Yep.
Like,
Anybody
if
want
it's
to talk
all-
to me?
If it's one type of challenges at the beginning, then maybe you
I
should
thought
be
it
expecting
was-
another type of challenges near the end and prepare yourselves
Right.
for it. So,
We have
All
our
right.
first jumper.
yeah, let's see how this goes. We got a 3-room by the lake. I'm gonna jump
Who
and
is
see
it?
what this is.
Hey,
Got
And that
Denise.
is our
I'm
Halloween
here.
campus room, too.
Yes, this is the biggest room now.
No.
Quite limited.
Hey.
What are y'all thinking?
Yeah, what are you guys
what's
thinking?
up? What are you thinking there? I hate to say it. What do you think? You want to, let's go to weak link again? Unless you want to roll that route. I feel like we need to stay strong.
Are you talking about Gabby?
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like
I think so, because like that was a lot.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's what it was, dude. I hate to say it. We all did pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
like pressure's on Gabby
Yeah,
here. Let's see what she's.
We can get that
put
poker
Katie
alliance going.
feels the pressure right
Oh,
now,
maybe.
too.
Let's hope it works better than it did on Winners at
At
War.
least what she's telling Kara.
Yeah.
Why? Do you want to like go to Outpost?
Sure, I'll go.
Gabby, I think they're going to vote me. Yeah.
So-
Would you give me that half a compass?
Oh,
And I'll give
Of
it back
course.
to you.
you know,
Please, sir.
of
Yeah.
course, Carl, I would.
Wow.
They're going to vote me out.
You know it.
Carl just
Like,
asked
I said I got
Gabby
your
for
back
half
and I
of
got
her
it.
compass.
Yeah, they're going
Even
to
though
vote me
it's
out.
going to be
And by the
hard.
way,
Yeah.
you'll notice they have
That is
they have a clue to another
savage.
compass in the party chat.
Do they?
Yeah, there's another clue up there.
What's the clue?
They're in the right
I
room to
say,
make it
like-
happen.
What room are we in? Are we in the...
Yeah, we're in.
Hold on.
Hi, am I allowed in here?
Yeah, everybody's on. I don't even know where I'm at.
Do you guys care if you're in?
I think I'm... Thank you.
Shane, this is quite a
Where am I?
dynamic
I'm still in the shelter.
No, we're in the lake.
No, you guys are
Are
at
they
the lake.
going after
I was at the
Gabby?
shelter by myself.
Oh, I'm in the lake. Oh,
No, this is confusing.
This is the
trying
room
to
where they would
navigate
have
the rooms,
to
which one is which.
transfer.
I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think.
Gabby just said she'd give it to
I
Carl.
think. I think they're going to come at me personally. What do I think?
Carl's making a play for Gabby's.
What are you gonna do?
right now.
I'm gonna go see if Keith is. Oh no, he's not in the shelter. He was in the shelter.
I want to go see.
Yeah, he's in the outpost with Quad right now, but there's only 2 people allowed. So
Oh yeah, there we go. No, I thought he was in the shelter, but then he jumped out. Now quad.
yeah, no, he's in the shelter with Quad. If you want to go talk to him.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
see if they have.
Yeah.
Gabby, how do you give me that other half?
No, like I don't know. Let me see what it says.
I think I have to announce mine in here, but you can contact Jonathan and tell him you want to give it to me because I'm going to need it.
Yeah, it says. Oh yeah, no, it says.
You got to
it says
tell
mod
Jonathan,
and-
right?
Oh yeah, no. It
Yeah,
says-
tell the mod you want. That's all you got to do is tell the mod you want
Oh yeah, if any mods are in here,
to.
I'm giving my compass half to Carl.
Acknowledged.
Yeah.
Gabby just gave
All right,
her
now do I need to
compass,
make? Do I
half
need to
compass
make it
to
a
Carl.
Do I need to say anything to make it a compass? Or
Wow,
Her name
that's
has come up too.
Jonathan?
Message Anthony.
What?
Hi.
Message Anthony?
Message
Yeah.
Anthony.
Hey.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, Cara, you missed it, but I told Carl since he thinks he wants to go with him, I gave him
So
my half
Keith and
and
Katie
let him
are
play it
gonna
on
vote
himself.
Gabby.
Oh. So nice.
Wow. I wonder
It
how
was
if this is
nice.
going to change things.
Like, dude,
What are we what are we
Mhm.
what are we doing? Who are we voting for?
I don't know.
Okay,
Like,
Quad
what do
and
you
Denise
think?
are on
Tara?
board for.
Well, I don't
voting
know. I
Gabby.
feel like I'm very
And Kara
much
and
like
Katie
on
are
the
leaning that way.
Yeah.
outside of knowing what's going
Yeah.
on.
Should be
So
interesting.
I think at this point,
This is
I was
what
left
we
out of the
live
last vote
for.
too, so
The drama.
yeah. So I got left out of the last vote. I don't, Carl, I assume you voted with them. So
Yes.
I think you probably know what's going on than we do.
yeah.
I feel like it's me because they're giving me shit.
Katie's
You know
super
what I mean?
paranoid that it's gonna be
I was
her.
over in that other room, like, and I don't know.
Also, yeah, I can find out anything.
I don't know anything. So I'm going to go back to the shelter and see if somebody wants to talk.
All right. I'm nervous.
So Carl picks up a half
But yeah, no,
conference
I'm
here.
down
Chantel,
with
what's
Gabby.
happening with this conversation?
Where is everyone?
Back in the
So
shelter.
basically,
Everyone on the shelter?
is paranoid that it's gonna be her, so she's trying to tell Keith that they should write down Gabby's name.
Write down Gabby's name?
Yo.
Yo, what's up, man?
Wow, what's up, man? Hey, dude, I'm scared to death, dude. I think it's going to be me.
Nah. We got this poker alliance going. We got me, Carl, and Gabby. We got a poker alliance going.
Hell yeah.
So who do you like? I'm good for any name because I'm kind of nervous because I was left on the outs of the last vote. So
Have any of y'all talked to Kara at all?
She was just in here. She's so confused. She went to the shelter. She's nervous because she thinks it's going to be her.
I doesn't know what's going on. So she's kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah. She's also like looking for a name.
Kara doesn't talk too much. Not in the group.
Yeah, I think she's still trying to figure out Discord.
Yeah.
No,
What are
I not last vote. I did
parents
not
saying?
vote you. First
They
vote
literally
I
just
did.
started.
And I voted for you last time, but it's because it was literally the only name I was told. I
Okay.
actually wanted, I was real excited when you and I landed on the same one, because we haven't played together, but like I modded for you and you modded for me, and I want to work with you, but
Same.
you and I haven't had a conversation yet.
No, I felt that. No, I own that as well. I will say that the first one, I did not pitch your name first, but it was pitched because of the fear of like connections that you would have. I'm not going to throw anybody else on the bus. I'm just saying that I wasn't the one that did it, but that's what it was. What'd you say?
Okay. I said, okay.
But like, that's where I'm at though at this point. And I feel because like the people that I've spoken to, I feel like at this point it's more so about the challenge thing, and like at this point, I just don't want it to be me, and like I feel like I did okay in the challenge.
Yeah.
Not looking good here for Gabby. What's happening in this room here, Chantal?
So,
what time do we have until?
Katie,
I
Gabby,
don't
and
know.
I think we have, like, a
Denise
minute.
are all trying to figure out
Oh,
what
great.
name because Gabby entered the room last minute.
Now that Gabby's part of a poker alliance here from our community poker group that has Carl, Quad, and Gabby in it. Oh, interesting. Kara and Gabby have
This
run
is
off
so
here last
awkward.
time. I see you guys are in there. I'm gonna jump in this room. It's
I
awkward.
feel like I don't know.
No.
All right. Well,
Just trying to figure out what. Because like, I don't have a definitive name yet.
That's
Did you
frustrating.
talk to Kara at all?
Talking to
Yeah,
herself.
she doesn't know what's going on either. So
She didn't tell you?
Yeah, she didn't tell me.
Oh. Huh. What? Let's say like if you had a plan, who would you want to vote for?
Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
Gabby's starting to feel the heat.
That's not good.
And she's not willing to.
Anyone you want to
name.
work with in particular?
No.
I mean, I definitely think, honestly, Carl, and I think. No, I think Carl for sure, and I think we can definitely use Kara too.
Yeah.
I think since Kara feels like on the out, so we can probably work with her.
Yeah, and vote out
Off to Crossroads, folks. Off you go.
Oh god,
Here we go.
this could be a train wreck.
Drama begin,
Yeah,
guys.
Gabby has found herself in a really tough spot after giving her half compass to Carl. I mean, half compass wasn't really going to help her anyways, but maybe Carl will save her. I don't know. There's a lot of different. She didn't have a plan going into this, so I really hope she comes into this crossroads swinging and puts the pressure on Carl, who she knows has a compass and the ability to save her. So let's throw things over to Anthony. This is going to be a good one.
And here we are back with the Perihelion party. Our first post-dinner break challenge. Denise, how you doing? Your face says... tells a story. What is that story?
My face usually does tell a story, doesn't it? Telling the story of confusion, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to
Okay.
figure, this game is so quick that people are just jumping from room to room to room, and unless you're in the right room at the right time, it kind of leaves you with a blank.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, again, not sure. It's just confusing.
Okay. All right. Katie, I see you cutting something. Is it the throats of your competitors?
No, it's an avocado. I have a
It's an
fruit
avocado.
challenge to go to in like a second.
What are you making?
I'm not making anything. I have a gross food challenge in a minute.
Not with us, just to be clear. Katie is called the Dual Queen. She is a very much an ORG community member. Tell us about your experience in the last 10 minutes, Katie. You are trying to, you got a lot going on here. So tell
I
us.
got a lot going on. But I'm here. I'm committed to be here.
100%. What do you think? How do you think? What shape do you see this party taking at this point? You know, you kind of
I
established.
mean, yeah, we just don't want to keep losing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. What is your impetus as you evolve? How are you? What are you considering at this point? Are you considering long term? Are you considering short term? Are you considering loyalties to yourselves, party loyalties? What do you got?
Are you talking to me still?
Yeah.
I'm considering that I hope it's not me.
Okay.
I don't know. It's so messy with all of this. So it's too quick. It's crazy.
Yes. Kara, how are you doing?
I feel very overwhelmed.
You feel overwhelmed. Okay.
Moving like so fast that like I literally feel like I have no idea what's going on. So I'm feeling very out of my element, and I just don't know what's happening. So
it seems to be the theme. I mean, far be it from me to ask if anybody has heard a name for this vote, but Quad, do you think this is going to be a cohesive vote? Do you not think it's going to be a cohesive vote? What's your perception there?
I don't know. I feel like the vote just might be all over the place because we have 7 people. Everyone has different ideas, but I'm just trying to win challenges. Like, we haven't won a team challenge yet, and so we just need to win those.
Keith, what about you? What's your perception? What kind of vote do you think we're about to have here?
I mean, like, I'm on the same tail. Like, I don't want to keep coming back.
Mm-hmm. Is Keith frozen for just me, or is he frozen for anybody else?
Yeah, he's frozen.
No, he's frozen like he's giving us the dab, dude. It's pretty awesome.
Carl, I'm intrigued by you as a player because you came in at season 4 of at that point it was a different name. You in some ways it feels like you're a bridge between the old and the new school, so to speak. What do you think that's helping you here? Do you think it's hurting you here? Does it have any effect on your game at all? What do you think?
I don't know if my reputation or anything follows me, and I feel like I'm able to connect with people. So, like, I don't know if I'm a bridge, but I'm not necessarily old school, new school. I'm for the right school. You know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like everybody on our tribe. As a matter of fact, I ain't got no hard feelings except for whoever lied to me in the other tribe. But but like, I don't think of myself as a bridge, just another player having a good time with all these fine specimens of human beings I'm playing with tonight.
Very nice. Very nice. Gabby, how are you doing? How was that for you?
It was fun.
It was fun. Yeah.
It's still crazy trying to with everyone jumping from room to room. I'm with what Karen Claus said. This is crazy. Just how fast paced everything is in the mini.
Yeah. What is your MO? So you get to the point where you have to hop into the deliberation. You have to strategize. At that point, you're given that time. What is your MO between, you have 10 minutes. Do you go in with, I'm going to, go to a specific room, a big room, a little room? Yeah. You talk about
just trying to talk to people, and figure something out. That's my MO.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Well.
Can I share this? Look. See, this thing is pretty cool, right? My neighbor just brought me a metal rooster.
A metal rooster.
Pretty cool, right? I collect metal roosters, dude. I'm sorry, stupid fetish, but
Welcome to the coop, huh? Is that it?
Yeah. Eggs on a daily.
I see. Keith, have you returned?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
My laptop died.
Just turn that video on for us.
Got you.
Mm-hmm. We have reached the point Carl was showing off his metal rooster. His metal.
Okay, do you understand?
Somebody else say it? I can't say it. I can't bring myself to say it. Anyhow.
Hey, don't hold nothing back because of me, dude.
No. All right. At this point, do we have anybody who wants to say anything before we head over to a vote? No? All right. Do me a favor. Send me over the name of the person you would like to vote out of this Parahelium party.
So we got a absolute silence there. Nobody had anything else to say. I'm feeling nervous right now. Carl making potentially one of the best plays I think I've ever seen in one of these minis. Albeit a bit ruthless if it happens. It appears like he convinced Gabby to give him half his compass when his plan was to vote Gabby out. Let's go right to the vote. This one's going to be absolutely insane here. I have no idea what to expect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like, I don't know, Gabby's name has really come up, and mostly for challenge performance. So I think that's where they're leaning. That's the only name I've heard that's been pretty solid.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, Anthony gave that last chance to speak, and nobody took the opportunity. Looks like they're ready for us. Let's see how this is all going to play out. Take it away, Anthony.
At this point, if anybody has any advantages that they would like to play, now is the time to do so. All right, I'll go ahead and read the votes. First vote is for Gabby. Next vote is for Keith. Third vote is for Gabby. That's 2 votes Gabby, 1 vote Keith. Fourth vote is for Gabby.
Oh, no.
This must burn.
Fifth vote, and that's enough. Gabby, I'm so sorry to see you go.
Well,
Gabby.
Okay, guys.
Yes. Yep. Stick around, Gabby. We have some questions for you. Yep. Do you have anything you want to say?
No, well played and have fun. It's just a game.
Exactly. And we love having you.
We love you, Gabby.
Love you, Gabby.
Carl potentially pulling off the best / most ruthless move I think we have seen
Gabby,
in any mini
I'm so sorry. How are you doing?
to date.
I'm doing good. Like,
what do you think?
Savage.
What it was.
Like once I was out,
Wow.
once I was on the left on the outs of the harmony vote, I knew that was probably going to be next.
And I think you want to know something. It came up. I think somebody had said on one of in the opposite party that everybody knew you guys were like this. So it was like, oh no, we gotta, we knew they knew you were gonna be a
and
powerhouse.
they trioed up with Kara
so I think
too,
that
which
was
became obvious.
Yeah, it was a threat.
I figured I was gonna be that. I was figuring nothing was gonna come. So like, I don't care.
Yeah. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, I definitely did.
Good.
Even though I hate Flip Cup.
Such a good
I hate the tissue toss.
You know, Gabby, there are some comps where Gabby would absolutely destroy. It's just
Look, we love having you guys on the setting, of
we're
course,
not
as
in
well.
your wheelhouse.
We know that you are big proponents of your people, and you are going to make our game chat a lot of fun. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you had fun, and it wouldn't be a first anniversary without you. So thanks very much.
Yeah, Chantel, real tough to see Gabby go in such a way. I mean,
yeah,
Carl.
She got played. Checkmate.
Carl, I mean, he cemented the plan for Gabby with a group, and then spent the rest of the time securing the half compass from Gabby and essentially voting her out unanimously. I mean, the strategic player in me is like jumping up and down like, yes, Carl, go get it, Carl. And then the part of me that knows Gabby and like it's just like,
my heart is breaking.
It's just like, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. But kudos to Carl. Let's see how this plays out. A ruthless move like that can have its consequences for sure. So.
Hashtag, read all about it. It is time for a party swap.
The first one was better.
We have 7 members on Aphelion, 6 members on Perihelion. Those numbers are going to stay the same. Aphelion, we've got Ryan, we've got Kara, Daniel, Jamie, Bill, Carl, Will. On Perihelion, we have Katie, we've got Denise, Trey, Garrett, Kwa, and Keith. All right, so hashtag we are party swapped. Yeah, should be good. Hashtag. And ready for it? Aphelion, right off the bat, you got to sit somebody out. So we are going to move on to our cookies and milk relay.
Wait, did you discuss like what was going to happen? Like, so we just got to eat the cookies and drink the milk?
One cookie, next, and you got to show me. I swallowed it. Okay, next person's got to eat the cookie. I swallowed it. The last round, you're drinking your milk or your water. Okay, here's the thing: if you get a drop anywhere, like not in your mouth, you got to pour 8 more ounces. You got to drink it again.
Wow.
Okay. So wait.
All right.
Will, we've got Trey. 3, 2,
New parties.
1, go.
Here we go. Like cookie eating challenge. This would be like of the challenges that you could give me that I would destroy. This is definitely top of the list.
Show us what you swallowed.
Anything with food, Rick. Everyone loves food, and who doesn't like cookies?
Okay, next is who's Aphelion number 2? Ryan, you're up. Yep, Ryan's going.
Now I wonder if choice of cookie is going to come into play. I mean, some cookies are easier to swallow than others.
That's true.
Kara,
hopefully they didn't choose the dry ones.
Yeah, right? Well, I think the Oreos would be tough because they got the cream, so they don't go down that quick.
Yeah, that's
true. I see a few Oreos out there.
Yeah, I just don't want to choke.
I know.
Don't want to choke.
Cookies are hard.
Yeah,
what kind of attitude
that's
is
my
that?
biggest fear, y'all. So if I have to do the virtual Heimlich on y'all, don't make me do that. I don't want to see someone die on this.
Oh my, I never even considered
From
that.
eating a cookie.
Kara's lagging a little bit.
Yeah, if you die eating a cookie, that's just natural selection taking its course. Like I'm not
Keith is done. Next. Go ahead, Katie. Go. Go ahead, Carl. Oh, I'm sorry. Janie, you're next. Go. Yep, my bad.
That's okay. They got to figure it out. Reverse alphabetical order. So we're really testing them.
Putting her head back as if like she's eating bugs, and it's hard to swallow.
Still Janie.
I know. Didn't Katie just say she had like a gross eating competition for like another game that she's part of?
He's done.
Get the gross tongue from everyone. Like,
okay, there you go, Daniel. Go.
I feel like Jeff Probst
Go,
right now,
Daniel.
looking at everyone's gross tongues.
Who's after me?
Is it not me?
Daniel's
done.
We got to give
Oh,
it.
Garrett. All right.
Oh, someone might have to eat 2 cookies here.
Carl,
Someone go to turn?
Carl, go. Yeah.
People need to pay
Will, you're on
attention.
deck. I can't
Oh.
see Garrett, so somebody has to
Denise,
do
go,
it.
Denise.
Go ahead, Denise.
Looks like he's coming back.
Go.
Go, Denise.
Will and Trey, you guys are up.
Oh my god, you have to make sure you don't bite your tongue in the process of chewing too.
Oh, that'd be embarrassing. All of a sudden, your blood just starts gushing.
Right, Denise.
Oh.
Go, try.
Or you do the tongue thing and like you're
Round 2.
It's all blood.
Anthony faints.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
My internet is coming up because you're going live in. That's not good. All right, next up here.
How many cookies does everyone have to eat right now?
Ryan, go.
3. in
3
total.
rounds?
Yeah.
Not as many roadblocks in this comp as we've had in the past ones. So everyone has the cookie eating down pat. No weak links in this one.
Good, Keith.
I like that Ryan's covering his mouth.
Yeah, Kara.
Let's go, Carol.
Very aware that he's on video.
Eat that cookie.
Start Jamie and Katie.
You did it all for the cookie. Come on.
Don't make her laugh. Oh, that's not fair.
Who knows who could see this one day? If we blow up, maybe everyone will see it.
I'm gonna die
Keith
watching
is done.
Katie eat
Katie,
that
go.
cookie. Oh my god.
Strategy. Katie's a gamer.
Daniel, make sure you wait till you get the go ahead, okay?
Like, she can't swallow it.
She doesn't do anything half-assed. She goes 100% in every competition.
I love it.
Someone's cookies are crunchy.
I've just got the old school Survivor tee on too. Ethan would love that.
Okay, Katie is done. Next, Garrett, go.
Ethan loves the shameless plug. That's what I've learned about him working with him last season.
Daniel, go. No.
There's no rules against dipping. Don't even come at him with that.
I mean, did you say you couldn't do that?
No,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
I don't see a problem
You
with
cannot
that.
dunk your cookies. There you go. Go ahead, Carl.
Daniel breaking the rules again.
Go, Denise. Go.
Dunking his
Next,
cookie.
Will
That's
and
not that
Trey for round
controversial.
3.
Like I do that all the time.
Because then that's less milk that you're drinking later.
Oh, that's true.
Mhm.
Although
It all goes
I
in.
doubt it really soaked up all that much.
Well.
Give me a guy.
Trey, go. Yeah.
Who are we on here?
You can let one of them dunk a cookie to
Whose turn is it to enjoy their cookie? That's
I'm done.
Carl's done. Go,
I think
Will,
this is
go,
like the
Will.
best comp we've put together. Like, what party can eat the cookies faster?
Yeah, because it's not even some gross food. It's like everyone loves cookies.
Go, Ryan.
Everyone got to choose their cookie, so like, there's literally. Luckily, we didn't have any. I guess there's a cookie
Keith,
for
if you want
everyone.
to dunk
I
your
was gonna
cookie, feel
say,
free.
people that eat sugar.
Go. Dunk it.
Have
Okay,
certain
no.
dietary
Katie, if you want to dunk your cookie,
restrictions.
feel free.
I'm sure everyone has a cookie.
Go,
for
Karen.
them. It's one of those things.
We got Jamie and
Oh my
Katie.
god, the way Katie eats a cookie
I practiced
is
eating Oreos
iconic.
last night at like midnight.
It's coming. It's almost her turn. She's ready to go.
I ate all my Oreos, so I had to go buy Chips Ahoy.
Oh,
Keith is
poor
done,
guy.
Katie. Katie is not dunking. Garrett, if you can dunk that would be helpful.
She's got to open it up. She's opening up the throat.
Kara's frozen.
Smart.
No, she's done.
It's like she wants
She's
to
done.
swallow it whole.
She's done.
Go ahead.
That's
Garrett.
fast. You can't argue with those results.
Hey, how did you do that? Holy crap.
She's like a bee.
Background energy.
Holy.
Go, Denise,
It's
go.
like the
Go,
cookie
Denise, go.
melted in her
Oh,
mouth.
I
and then
think
it-
I
Daniel's
believe
go.
we're on our last.
Come on, Dad.
No.
It's time to chug the milk.
We're in our last cookie now. I'm so lost in where
Go
we
ahead,
are.
drink Trey.
There's
Carl,
so many
go.
great things going on in this comp.
Trey's chugging.
Go ahead,
He's
Qua.
done. Oh, if they can like speed through this chugging portion, they got it in the
Go ahead,
bag.
Keith.
I'm done. Carl, go.
He's going. He's already going.
Go ahead, Katie.
Gone.
On to
Go ahead.
Katie.
Go.
Katie again, no fooling around. Little drop. I wonder how strict Anthony's rules are going
Go
to
ahead,
be.
Brian.
I think he meant more like, like the lines and then. Oh, wow. Oh, gee.
Go ahead, Denise.
This is Katie's comp. Katie is just hurting herself.
We need that part on replay.
This is
definitely.
over. This is over. Parahelion has won.
Oh, wow.
Good job, team.
Good
job, Helium.
Good job. That was
Cookie Monsters is the only thing that's known from.
I had a feeling cookies might be difficult, but I was not expecting it to be like that difficult. All right, it is 8:56. You have until 9:05. You know what? No, this is a party swap. So I'm going to give you till 9:10. Go for it.
Oh, a little extra time. 14 minutes.
That's actually a good thing. Gives them time to assimilate in.
Absolutely. So let's join the Aphelion. See, I'm not doing it anymore. Let's join Party A.
Hair looks good.
What did you do to me, dude? What did you do to me?
What? Oh. We are sexy people. Who are we missing? Somebody?
No, we're supposed to have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No,
Yes,
Daniel can never figure it out.
missing.
Daniel's always missing. Where are you, Daniel?
Shut
There you go.
Jamie, you talking shit?
Daniel, what the hell? You
Here we go.
Here we go. We
Not
got
talking shit. I was
7
saying, where
party
the hell are
members
you?
here.
We're losing parties after
By the way,
this.
Kara, I'm very excited to have another girl.
There's still a lot of women left. Oh, actually, Gabby and Harmony are just eliminated.
So we
I didn't
lost.
think of
We
that.
lost that.
Yes, we lost.
How did we lose that?
Because we got penalized because you dunked your cookie. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
We're just
You weren't supposed to dunk your cookie, and he said he was going to penalize us, and I said, well, you didn't say he couldn't do that.
Yeah, there's no
No,
way.
but
I
then
thought
he
that's
just
why
let
we had the
told
milk.
everybody to dunk their- I'm just messing with you, bro. I don't know. Yeah, we lost. Well, I thought we ate our cookies pretty quick, dude. I don't fucking know.
So after
I don't
this,
know
we'll
what
be back down
I
to
never got to
6-6
drink
party
my-
wise. So
Was it
Even
Katie
numbers.
or Denise? One of them was really fast, I guess, eating her cookie.
Katie is a challenge.
Well, at all.
Yeah.
They're sluttier than we are.
I can't wait to drink my beer now after my milk.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and wash it down with Pepsi.
Okay, Jamie.
that's an interesting mix.
How are you guys feeling? How are we feeling?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously not great because we're going to have to vote somebody out, but
I love it when they
Hey,
ask
listen,
the whole room.
please don't
So
vote
what do
me
we
out
think?
again.
Yeah.
How's everyone feel? It's like 6 of us feel good.
Please. I love you guys. Like, I mean, come on.
So Carl,
I don't think anyone
That's what
doesn't love each other.
Carl,
Kara, you're always quiet.
Carl,
I want to
who
hear your
instead-
lovely
who
voice.
instead?
okay.
Who instead of you?
Oh, Daniel called him out.
Instead of me?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
You're not gonna say?
Why me? You. How about Daniel? Daniel cost us the challenge. How about Daniel? No.
Does Carl always talk
Everybody
like
in with
this, or
Daniel?
is he always
Daniel, sorry,
Daniel
bro.
is the smart one. He dumped
He
his
has a
cookie.
compass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I
I
think
thought that's
Yeah.
why we had the milk.
Yeah.
he's definitely going to be
Fight
feeling a
the
little more
system.
comfortable. As we saw when he had the exemption,
How
he
long
was
do we
great
got?
and
What
throw
do we
everything.
got? 10
So
after 9?
I expect
Yeah,
Carl to
we
kind
got
of
10
try to
minutes.
dictate things here.
So how many people are?
Okay.
We got 10
We
minutes.
need
So-
4.
So, Kara and Carl, talk to us about your other tribe mates.
I like
From
how Daniel's putting
How do you
everything together
pronounce
out loud. He's
Parahelion.
like, okay, so I need
Yeah.
4 people, right, guys? Who's
Well,
going to be my
nobody's
4?
really running. It's just
Yeah, he's not
fucking
hiding
fast
it.
paced.
No one's
And really,
listening
I
in.
think people that got voted off were people that weren't good in challenges because they were losing challenges over there. They went a lot to Crossroad, so they took out Gabby and Harmony.
I don't believe that.
Oh.
I do.
Well, I mean, that is what happened, but I will also say that nobody was talking to me. Like, I didn't know what was
Nobody-
going on.
It was more like, I made it through because, like, have y'all been to Crossroads yet? Yeah, y'all went last time, right? So, like, because you guys voted me out, they switched me, and
Is this
they
a
brought me
5-2?
over to, they gave me
It
immunity.
is.
You know what I mean?
The other
Kara-
party
couldn't
were
vote.
two opposite
They couldn't
numbers.
vote me out.
Right. Kara and
Good
Carl
job.
are on the outside here, yeah.
I was wondering if they were going to ask. Carl, did you tell them you had immunity?
I told the tribe, and then Anthony announced it.
Okay. I had no idea. He said really quickly, "You've got immunity. We're gonna shove you in another room."
Yeah, that's what he said to me too.
I talked to you guys. I felt good. Maybe I took a little gamble. I didn't want to be a dickhead my first tribal council. But yeah, it was only good once. Will you confirm that for me, Carl?
Yeah, we were able to talk for 2 seconds. But they didn't vote me off. They took out Harmony because she, they felt that she cost us the challenge. And then vice versa, the next reason was Gabby because she cost us the challenge. Because we went to a lot of crossroads. I've been to crossroads with all types of parties.
I don't know if I'd be pushing, hey, we all kind of came to the same.
Yeah, he's very talkative.
I'd be like, hey, I was on the bottom. I voted against everyone every time.
No.
At all.
They never even let me in, guys.
Why do you
Come
think that
on.
is? They don't know who you are?
I don't know. It was like they would immediately like hop off into rooms. It was Denise and Katie and Keith seemed to be the three of them
they
seemed to be working together.
Like a three. They do. I noticed that
Yeah.
too. They were always in like a room together.
But like they were like, and they would go in a room and that would then be full and nobody else could get into it. And then I mean, they just weren't talking at all
And
to me.
you guys know
So-
how fast it goes. It's like by the time someone leaves a room and you go to get in, it's time for fucking crossroads.
Speaking of how
You know
fast
what I
things
mean?
go,
So you're
go
like,
down to
oh, I'm
emails
glad.
here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They have-
taking their time.
Kara,
Bill,
I don't mean anything by this, but Jamie, Ryan, and Will, do you guys want to meet me by the lake?
Oh,
There we go.
What about
Some
me?
movement.
He can only actually take 3. He can't take the whole. He can't take the whole crew here. So potential misstep. Who's going to get in that room? Who isn't going to get
really,
in?
bro?
Oh, they're
Really,
full.
bro?
Someone make an extra response.
Really, bro?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Ryan, just hang with us.
I'll stay here.
Yeah,
that's fine.
right.
My bad.
It's that you too, Daniel. What's going on? What do y'all want?
Well, we were together. I'm just trying to get them together. That's it. That was a mistake. Sorry.
Well, I never left.
That was ridiculous.
Wow, you couldn't get in the room. And then everyone gets back.
Hey,
I'm trying to use them.
so nobody wants to jump. We're gonna have to vote somebody. Somebody's gonna have to jump.
Take 2, Daniel.
All right.
Ryan.
I can't go anywhere.
And Daniel doesn't make it into the room again.
Hey.
Okay, so I don't know how long God will deal with Carl.
Oh,
It seems to me the vote not again, but
I mean, I understand that, but at the same time,
Sorry, that was a mistake. My bad.
I think.
Sorry, Daniel.
taking
3-person
Carl
room.
is not- I say keep Kara. Carl's going to be a wild card. You know.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Vote Carl to go and keep Kara.
Yeah. Because it's just the 2 of them, right? That are new with us.
Yeah.
And I like Kara, so I'm fine with Carl. But let's hop around a little bit.
Not looking great for Carl off the hop.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Did you write my name down?
Jamie gives me like leader vibes, like she's running
I was in the minority.
what's going on here.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, no,
Reminds me
because
of
somebody
myself.
from that group wrote my name down.
I know, and I don't know who.
Yeah, you need someone who's going to take
You know
control
what I
because
mean?
you don't have a lot of time.
Somebody
Someone's got to
Yeah.
And
have a
thank God
plan.
that I was just a tribe swap, dude, because
See, they're trying to spread out
the big
now.
first food.
I've got-
You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So what do you think, Daniel? Who do you want to go after?
It's tough. Will, what do you want to do?
Bill just told Ryan that he's totally screwed.
Put on your camera,
And-
please.
Oops, sorry.
I got got nobody over there, and so use me as a number, like pick me up, and I will I'm with you.
Ryan thinks Carl
Okay,
has
so
a compass.
I mean, obviously, we original Aphelion have the numbers here, right?
But they really want to vote
So
Carl.
I think it would be dumb for us to vote off one of our people, which leaves Carl.
I'm a little worried that Carl might have a compass. Just FYI.
Still?
He came over with a half of a compass,
Bill
and I think
just
Gabby might have
told
given him the
Ryan
other
that
half
Carl
of the
has
compass
half a
because she had
compass.
one, and then he didn't use it. I don't know
But
if
he
that's
doesn't know that
100%
it's a
true or
full
not, but if
compass.
that's the case, he might have one.
This could fall back on Kara.
And now Bill is telling Ryan that he's willing
So what do you
to
think?
keep
I
Carl.
don't know.
Only
I
because
feel
he has
good
a
with
half compass.
Daniel and Bill and Will and Ryan. Although Ryan
now they're talking about flipping the
and
vote to
Garrett
Kara.
were originally we were like, oh yeah,
Well, now-
no, it's us, and then they were trying to get each other out, and neither one of them ended up leaving, right? But
Garrett and who?
Garrett and Ryan.
Okay, but Garrett's not on our party right now.
Right. So shit. You really think he's got a full compass?
I think he does.
That's funny. And we know he does. Shane, you look like you're going to jump in there.
In where?
What was?
Oh yeah,
Gentlemen.
They were talking about Bill, so it was Will, Daniel, and Carl talking about Bill, but now it looks like they're talking about
who do you want to
Carl
vote?
because Carl left and Bill jumped in.
Say it
Now
real quick
Carl's
before he comes
back.
in here.
Oh.
Who is it?
Carl.
What's
up, man?
Say it quick
Jamie
before
and
I
Kara
come in
are
here.
talking
dude.
about voting
All right.
Carl.
Yeah.
You don't know that's about you.
All right, dude. It's just I don't know it, but it's tough.
It's not about you.
Carl has the right read, I think.
Daniel,
Put 'em away.
Bill, Will, Ryan, want to go to, or whoever can go to the lake.
Whoever can go, it's only going to be 3 of them. I'm in.
I have about 1 minute.
So Kara thinks Carl might have a compass.
Really?
In which case, that's trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
First, by the way, Will, hello. We haven't met yet, and
No, yeah.
I was rooting for you. So
Let's see what Carl and
So
Ryan.
I think
Carl knows he's the
dude.
vote.
Not for nothing, dude. Listen, man. He's coming at. I want to go at him.
He wants to go at Daniel. He's talking.
He
about.
wants to
Jamie
say
is
it
telling
before he
Bill
comes
and
in, which
Will
meant
that
it was
she
probably
doesn't
my
want
name
to vote out
or
Carla.
whatever. That's what I feel.
Oh wow.
I cannot confirm or deny this.
Hey, come on, Ryman. Come on. You want to be like, come on.
You and Kara and me, we need someone else.
Yes. And who you got? Who? But who? Jamie seems. I don't know who you got. Who you think?
Who
And well, right now,
have you talked to anyone else?
no, because
They're down to the last minute here.
everything's full. So
You have
the
a
shelter.
preference
Who do you
too?
got at the
So,
shelter? You got
what they're
Daniel,
trying
Kara,
to
and
do
Humphrey
is let
at the
them
shelter,
think
and you got.
they're voting
Yeah, less than a
Carl,
minute.
Yeah.
okay.
but
So
they're
us three
actually
vote
gonna vote
Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel, and then
Oh wow.
I guess.
Cool.
Wow.
Quick,
Okay.
Only
Jamie,
if
do you have a relationship already with Kara?
they confirm that he has.
We
the
played
Carl
together
has the
in
compass.
season 2.
Okay, then can you play Henry Kissinger? I mean, she definitely voted me last time. Which
Daniel's making
makes
a good
me
connection
suspicious
with
about
Kara.
the no one talking
They're
about
actually
that.
bonding.
But
I
I'm
wouldn't be surprised
willing.
at all if nobody knows her. Nobody knows her. I wouldn't be surprised at all if no one was talking to her. Nobody knows her.
She got 2 additional votes on me.
Did you get it, or do you think she went with the majority?
I would think it's the former, maybe not. But anyway, tell her I will put a line under it completely.
Okay. So what are we doing? Are we going for Carl, or are we putting Daniel's name down?
We're going to put Daniel, right?
Yeah. Ugh, this makes me so nervous.
I'm freaking out. What do you want to do?
Okay, so Carl is telling Kara to write down Will's name.
Will.
Oh wow.
Okay, do you really have a whole compass?
Who said I have a
Asked
compass?
him straight up.
Gabby said that she gave you her half of her compass because you were on the last vote because they were
Yes,
worried.
I do. But you don't, and nobody else knows.
Off the crossroads.
Right.
I feel
Head
bad.
on over to Crossroads, folks. It's time. Time for Crossroads.
Carl just
What do you
admitted
think?
that he
What
had
do you
it.
think? Give me a name, quick.
Oh, I mean, if that Will, I guess Will.
Write Will down.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Right.
Crossroads. Go.
Will could catch a stray. Will could catch a stray
Finding
here.
it, dude.
These two just put together Will last minute. Sounds to me like Carl is thinking about playing his compass. I also heard a backup plan potentially for Daniel. This one's all over the place. Considering it came in 5-2, this has ended up into quite a predicament. Let's throw things over to Anthony and the Crossroads. Let's meet up after the votes.
Here we go. Back here at the Crossroads with the Aphelion, the new Aphelion party. How are we doing, everybody? How are we doing? It looks pretty similar to the old Aphelion party. Daniel, what's your take on this new party?
Dude, it's like so fast, but I like this tribe. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think it's pretty cool. I'm a social guy, so I like talking to these guys. So.
All right. Kara, what about you? You seem to be one of the two that kind of got swapped here. Are you worried about being swap screwed, as they say?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, it's like pretty much the same tribe, and me and Carl.
So, now, Carl, let's remind everybody that earlier you were booted.
They voted me out.
Yeah, they voted you. So you
and all the people that booted me, besides Bill and Kara. Yeah, I feel like when I saw this, I didn't feel too. I don't feel too comfortable, and I feel like nobody really like Kara feels like. I feel like we were stuck in the shelter, and like we're on the outs, and it's not a good feeling. Like, I don't know. I think it's a silly move to target us, but if that's what they feel like doing, I mean, I'm here for the team, and if you feel like you need to take me out, then so be it. But you don't have to. There's other targets to take out.
Bill, take us through what happened when you got back to the shelter. If you're just make sure you're muted if you need to not speak at that point. Yeah, but Bill, let's hear what you have to say.
I mean, we got back to the shelter. There's always that awkward pause where you have to go to where you have to go to Crossroads. We did introduce or reintroduce and try to get Carl and Kara to share some with us about what was going on at the other side, which I only have a vague memory of, given that I wasn't there very long. But bygones are bygones. And then the dance finally began. People went into various rooms. Once again, you don't get to talk to everyone you want to, but you talk with the folks you hope you can work with.
Jamie, it looks like you had something to say.
Yeah, to both Carl and Bill, I think the first vote is always, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Especially on this. So for anyone to take offense to that, I think, that I'm sorry that's how people feel. I would 100% feel the same way. But I think also, it's like you get in a room with somebody throws out a name and you're like, okay.
Oh, that's why I said bygones are bygones.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's almost an honor. It's almost an honor to be voted out first. Like, because,
and at the very least.
Why is it almost an honor?
Why is it almost an honor? Well, if you're the first person, like, we didn't have but like 5 minutes to talk to each other. And for them to unanimously come up with my name, it says something about me. You know what I mean? They didn't like something. And, I thought I was cool with a lot of people, but yet they still wrote my name down. And so, yeah, it sucks to be the first boot, but I wasn't, but it was, the supposed first boot, but it also says something about you. You know what I mean? They saw something in you that they didn't want to be around. So, well, not negative. Maybe it's a positive. Maybe they're scared. Maybe they respect something about your game, or maybe they just don't like you. It could be a smorgasbord of many things.
Carl, are you dancing around the word threat?
Yes, I really feel like that word that follows me from season 4 to season 6 to any mini I've ever played in. People look at me and they assume threat right away because of my look and my demeanor. And like Daniel, I sound like I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, but you know, it is what it is. I like being a threat.
There you go. Will, how are you doing? I haven't spoken to you yet tonight.
I'm doing fine. It's again, just so very nerve-wracking. But Carl, at least it wasn't a unanimous vote when you got out the first time, so you were able to make some people, almost half, agree to keep you. But yeah, I'm still, again, it's with so little time, you're always nervous, and then it's like, and then the talk of compasses are a thing that you can't just say, they don't exist. And so that always just throws another monkey wrench into every single plan.
And that is the observation I was going to make. Jamie, I was going to ask this to you before you raised your hand. It seems, if I had to make any observation, that there really is no talk about any kinds of advantage or whatnot. Has that come up in conversation? What do you
Of course
make?
it has.
How are you going to navigate what happens here right now?
A prayer and a whim, or whim and a prayer, or whatever that phrase is. You know what I mean? Because at some point you can't control who has something, especially with that unknown of it. So you have to go with your gut. Maybe you talk about splitting somehow or another. Maybe you don't do that at all. I mean, I know I was concerned about both Bill and Carl maybe having something because they were swapped. Maybe there was some sort of advantage given to them. I want to say Carl said that they were both given exemption for that first tribal or that first crossroads. I think that's what he said. But even Bill wasn't 100% certain, I think. I don't know. So
Anthony knows I wasn't 100% certain from our chat. It's like, what is? But yeah, and we both got basically a free pass if we wanted to use it only for the first crossroads. And I
mean, we all know that there's clues out there in the various chats. I've been totally freaking clueless with them. You know, the one about Piedra del Sol, I'm like, oh, this is easy. No. Hopefully someone that I am aligned with has found that and eventually would confide in me that they did.
It does feel like there's a lot more factors. Maybe that's brought on by the swap and everything else that's happened so far. With that being said, I will give you a moment to open the floor, to have an open floor. If anybody wants to say anything, state a case for themselves or on behalf of an ally, go for it.
I want to say something.
Go ahead, Carl.
I feel like I feel like I'm on the block yet again. All right. And like, I don't have no security blanket, nothing like that, but I'm a competitor and I'm going to compete. And I'm going to play for the team I'm with, like, and you can 100% trust me. You know, if somebody, you know, wants to vote the people that I voted for, I talked to, let's go that way. A few people I said, let's go that way. And then we'll deal with the consequences after if I'm here. If not, good luck, because you're next.
Anybody have any response or at all?
Yeah. I guess I also feel like I'm on the block too, just because I'm in minority numbers, but I don't have any allies on that other side. Like, nobody was talking to me. I'm a number to be. I'm with you. I don't have people I'm going to like run back to. So.
All right. That's for consideration. Jamie.
Can you elaborate on that? Like, why did you feel you don't have anyone on the other party?
I was voting with Harmony and Gabby. They're both gone. I was probably next.
Well, we gotta say.
Well, I feel like I have nobody on either side because, like, you know, I was exempt that first round and I just followed the votes and you guys voted me out once. Like I'm like a road warrior over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Anybody else? All right, my friends. With that, please send me the name of the person you are looking to vote off of this Aphelion party.
All right, so Carl definitely sounding like he's feeling the pressure there. I mean, we know that he's got the compass. He's sitting on it. There's a couple different ways this vote can go down.
Yeah, I fully expect Carl to play that compass because he is so sure that he's in trouble. It's just going to be interesting because we've heard so many different names come up, and it's probably going to be a stray vote that gets someone here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kara did inform Jamie that she thought that Carl had it. Jamie looked like she was trying to formulate another plan. Really been impressed with the way Jamie has been able to handle things. As Chantel pointed out to earlier, she's been kind of dominating the strategy for that original side, for at least the party members that continue to be with her. And everyone's kind of looking to her. She has revealed a little bit about her relationship. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Yeah, take it away, Anthony.
If anybody at this point has any advantage they would like to play, now is your time to do so.
Andy, I want to play compass. Anthony. Sorry, I went back. I'd like to play a compass for myself tonight.
This is correct. Carl is in possession of 2 half compasses, which he can use as a whole compass. Any votes cast against Carl will not count. Anything else? With that being said, I will read the votes. First vote
How's this gonna go?
is for Carl. Does not count.
Uh-oh.
Juicy.
Second vote is for Carl. Does not count.
Such
Third
a good
vote
feeling when you hear does not
is
count.
for Carl. Does not count.
I'm sure it feels amazing.
Next vote is for Daniel.
Oh.
Fifth vote is for Will.
Oh.
Next vote is for Daniel. And our last vote
Oh man.
is for Will. We have a tie.
Oh, wow.
So here's what happened.
This is
we have a tie
huge for
between
Carl. Now he's
Daniel and Will.
split their
We have
party as
Jamie,
well.
Carl, Ryan, and Kara, along with Bill. Bill, where are you, my guy?
Hey, what happened to Bill? Bill lost his camera. He probably didn't even know.
Here it comes. I see the top.
There you are. Okay.
I
So with this
Bill's
point, we
shot.
have, there are five people. Yes, 5 people voting for either Daniel or Will. I will give each of them a moment on the floor to speak to you directly. Daniel, let's start with you.
Oh, we're giving them the floor. I love it.
Oh.
You're muted.
Andy's losing his mind right now watching this, but that's okay. It's Anthony's show.
Yeah.
So, Ryan, you know our deal. I like you. Jamie, let's work together. Kara, I think you're great. I would love to work with you. Carl, you're my boy. Let's do this. I'm loyal. I work hard. I'm good in challenges. Let's do this.
Why was he shaking?
Don't blow
his
me
head?
out. Let's work together. I think this team can be really good. That's all I got.
Come on, Will.
Thank
give
you,
us
Daniel.
something.
Will.
I have nowhere to go. My relationship, I have no prior relationships to this game. There's no one that I can immediately, I can just join up with them later. If you're with me, you're with me till the end. While I was not as good in the snot shot challenge, I held my own in Flip Cup, I held my own in the scavenger hunt, and I held more than my weight in the just lifting up competition. We're still in a team phase of it, so we still only think as tribally, I believe I am more useful. But then with the snot shot, I have a weakness. I can easily be taken out at merge. It can be, you don't need to get rid of me right now.
He's smart.
Thank you.
This is what we wanted to see from him
Carl, you
in
got something to say?
season 2. And,
Yes,
before
I
it was
know
open,
it's
he didn't
flipped.
say anything.
And Kara,
This time he blew out the park here.
and Jamie and Brian and Bill, I think there's only one way to go in this vote. All right. Will ain't a threat to us. Daniel's wrote my name down 2 times.
Oh, Carl.
Okay, he's lying to my face. He's gonna lie to you. Okay, I'm gonna instead of going to rocks because I'm exempt, and then you
can't
make
go to
them
rocks.
exempt.
Carl's not doing his
Right?
job
If
properly.
we all come together right now and vote Daniel out because he's gunning for me, he's gonna gun for you, he's gonna gun for us all. Right? It's the truth. I'm writing his name down, and if I could get 3 of you to follow.
He only needs 2.
Then it's a done deal.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
and then we're still strong. I'm just as physical as Daniel is.
Daniel, do you want
Nothing personal, buddy, but
Oh wow, I'm here for this.
This time it's me.
Jamie, Kara, Ryan, let's work together.
He's lying.
No, I'm not.
He's gonna stab you in the back. I promise you. If you know anything about my season, I am a loyal dude.
Oh my!
I'm a loyal dude, and I will fight for my allies.
So will I. So will I.
I will fight for my allies. Daniel told me twice he wasn't gonna vote against me, vote for me, and he voted for me. You think he won't do that to y'all? No,
I won't.
This is
Will, you're
explosive.
unmuted. I feel like you're racist.
Daniel is
I
regretting
mean,
going
you're
at
arguing
Carl
against him,
when he
Daniel,
first
but
got on
like
this
you're saying,
group.
he's a crazy person. I'm the one you're supposed to be. So it's not a vote of Carl versus Daniel. If it is,
I love
then
this.
I'm just
Will
a little
still wants
addition
to
to that.
separate himself from
Say
Carl a little bit.
6 foot.
Like, wait. I like that Carl's on my side, but
But yeah, it is a game of relationships later on as you go.
Yes, Will.
I don't have those relationships. Mine are solely based on what is made now. Daniel has what he had earlier on and has already been just labeled a backstabber. Already has enemies. Already made enemies in Carl.
Someone said
I
it.
don't know about
Someone
anyone
said
else. So I mean, I am and I cannot win all the challenges come merged again. I can easily be gotten out at any other time.
Yes, you stood
Shall we do
your
this?
ground,
Do me a favor. Let's
I'm
give it
so
a
mad at you for voting him out so early.
I am expecting a vote coming from the following.
This is the rule we wanted.
So sorry.
I think we just call him on a bad
Take
day.
responsibility.
We just caught him on a bad day that day in that first crossroads because this is
so
the fight we
nervous.
expected. This is
Yeah.
yeah. I love them both. I don't want to see either one of them go.
Yeah, because they're giving me
Very
entertainment.
different. Yeah, for very different reasons. I was about to say. This is gonna be a tough one. I don't want to lose either one of these players, but someone's got to go here. It's gonna be either Will or Daniel on this revote.
Yeah. Something's telling me Daniel. I really don't want it to be him.
Yeah.
I'm torn. Like
I don't know. Daniel is my first ally in season 3, so I really don't want to lose him here. But
I don't know. I think
I just want Daniel to stay only because it's gonna cause like more drama, more entertainment for my personal.
Yeah.
Oh, him and Carl are gonna go.
Absolutely no disrespect to Will in any way, but
Yeah.
Daniel for the entertainment
Gotta
value
tally the
is
votes.
definitely.
The only reason why I would
Jonathan,
pick
as long
him.
as you
But redemption for Will.
Yes. Yeah, take it away. We can't wait.
That's right. First vote is for Daniel. Second vote is for Will.
Oh.
Third vote is for Daniel. Fourth vote. And our next vote, Daniel, you put up a good fight. That's for sure. What do you have to say?
Oh my god.
You're muted. That's what I have to say.
Kara, Jamie, and Ryan. I would have gone to Final Four. Seriously. I don't know why y'all chose that. I don't know why y'all did that. That doesn't make any sense. Carl, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of you.
Really shut up.
You're a fucking loser.
I'm living.
Oh,
I'm living.
All right, you guys need to push up challenges next time too. Daniel, stick around. We will see
Bye,
you.
Daniel.
Everybody, go grab your soda.
Carl
can.
ruins
Oh my
every
god,
game that
Carl
you
is
involved in
so
it. Carl
cocky.
ruins every game you involved in. Jamie, Ryan, Kara. I really was loyal. I am. I don't know why y'all did that.
Hey,
Poor
listen,
guy, I
I
mean-
don't mean to do this, but why
no one's
you gotta
talking to
throw my
you.
name under
No
the bus,
one's
dude? Like,
talking
what
to
did I
you.
do wrong to you? I never played with you. I just knew, like, I don't want to cause no drama on this, but come on, I don't ruin no games. I'm just as much of a dude. I'm not a crazy bastard like you think I am. You know, I'm just a regular dude like you.
Blow up
Practice your
city
push-ups,
here.
boy. You're voted off. You got time.
You were voted up first.
Anthony, can we go to the shelter now?
You can go to the shelter, get me your soda cans. I will see you.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Bill's the man of the hour there. I don't know how that was going to end. Oh, God.
Oh my god, that was great.
Without using words like crazy person and all that, how are you doing? And what happened there?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I
I think that was weird to watch it become like a Daniel versus Carl thing when Carl wasn't even on the block with you, you know?
I think if it
He's
was
just so
Daniel
annoying,
versus
I
Carl,
can't
Daniel would have
stand it. I literally
survived.
can't
But it was Daniel versus Will, unfortunately.
Daniel, did you have fun this time around?
No, I wanted to win. I thought I was doing good.
Yeah, I thought you were too. It sounded, but it's look, like I said, luck has everything to do with it, and sometimes the way it just pans out stinks. It stinks, but it was fun watching you play. I know a lot of people miss you and watch, miss
Carl's
watching you.
playing an amazing game right now.
So
Carl's
They
playing
had that
fantastic.
choice. Why would they? Dude, I'm done with this. I'm done with all this. I hate everything.
He'll be back.
You hate everything. Don't hate us. Don't hate me.
Dude, I'm like over it. Why would they choose Will? I don't get it. Carl, have a good time. You got voted up first. I'm over you. You're so annoying.
Can we bring Daniel into the commentator?
Daniel?
All I have to say is
Literally, it's not a big deal. I'm not a nerd. Like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go party. I'm going to live my life in real life. But, like, honestly, I thought I was doing better. It's so crazy they voted me out. Whatever.
Sorry to hear.
Goodbye.
He's great.
Oh my god. He's the best. Honestly, he is so entertaining. He's such a fun guy to have on.
All right.
I am sure he'll be fine, and we'll have him on again another
Who's
time.
gonna bring the entertainment now?
Oh my
Just
gosh.
Carl by himself?
Carl will find a new enemy. If there's anything I've learned about Carl in these games, he will find a new target. He will find someone else to start problems with.
Damn.
Oh, that was super entertaining. Shout out to Daniel. He was playing really well. He really mattered circumstances there. I even think without all of the glitz and glamour that happened there, potentially he might even have survived that vote. But having Carl go after him, and you're not getting rid of Carl that round, and the Daniel Carl show was kind of dominating that party. So I understand the move, and I'm sure once Daniel kind of considers all those options, he's going to understand it too. But tough to see him go.
So this is our can challenge. This has been a staple for our community over the last year. What you're going to do, my friends, is you're going to hold out your hands that have the 2 soda cans, and you're going to hold them straight out. You cannot have your arm pass either above your head, your hand pass above your head, or below the shoulder. It's got to be above, beyond 90 degrees, right? You just got to hold it out for as long as you possibly can. Are there any questions here?
Is it just the last person standing that team wins?
I'm so glad you asked. This is for individual exemption.
Wow.
Ooh.
One person from each party will win individual exemption, and we'll see what happens after that. Any questions?
Oh.
Disappointing.
Disappointing? Sorry.
I felt like half the
Sorry.
information.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to set a timer.
Yeah, they can guess.
Ready? We're going to I'll count you down from 5.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This challenge is on. Yep. Got to go a little bit higher, Jamie. A little bit lower, Kara.
Higher.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Higher, Jamie. Yep.
Higher.
Got to be above the shoulder line. Above the shoulder line. Go. Yep. There you go. Yep. Katie, you got it.
All right.
Okay,
so
Denise,
this
perfect. Everybody
is
else
definitely it's a tough challenge because about
good.
2 minutes in, everybody's going to be in the same spot.
Anthony, are
where
you
it's
going to
just
offer any
going to come all down to willpower.
I don't like this challenge.
Any advantages?
Is my
Like
arm
chocolate peanut butter? Is that
jello.
what you're looking for?
Or, you know,
Well, I remember in
Ice.
season 1, Trey complained that his arms
I'll
are
think
too
about
long
it.
for this challenge.
I'll consult with some
And
mods.
it makes
and
it
see
harder
what
for him
we
because
decide.
he had a great scientific explanation that I'm not even going to try to attempt. So I already know that Trey is not feeling great about his chances. Apparently shorter arms are
How are you
better.
feeling
So
so
just
far?
off of first glance, I think that
Denise is
Will
like, "No."
looks like he's got a short wingspan.
Watch
So
that.
potentially
It's hard
Will
when
and
it's up there,
Ryan,
right?
I think,
Katie
are my two
looking like a
favorites.
statue. Keith looking good. Trey, Qua, everybody looking really good. Ryan's got it.
Denise won the first insurance
Ryan on the
challenge.
West Coast, he's still got
The
natural
book
daylight out there.
stacking. It's similar to that in a way.
I will give you one warning,
Although
and that's it.
I
So
think
if I see
her
that you're
book
going too high or
choice
too
was a
low,
big part of that.
you get
though.
one warning.
Oh, for sure.
Qua looks like he's come to play. Everyone actually is looking like they're ready
This
to
is what
put in
it's
some
really
time
like. I hope we
here.
get background music
Yeah,
when
Keith looks strong.
they show this. 'Cause
Ooh. We'd have to convince Jess to put in the background music if we're going to do that. That's a
Right.
little bit outside of my editing skills.
Not quite yet. How long do you think we're in for yet? How long does it feel like?
Wow.
3 hours.
No
3
clock.
hours. You are there for coming up on a whopping 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You've made it for 2 minutes. Let's see what happens.
Usually what happens in these competitions is everyone pushes it as hard as they can until one person drops. And then we see a bunch of people drop. And we really see who the front runners are. So
you never want to be the first one
that
to
go
drop.
first?
No.
The elbow. What is it?
No, in these games you never want to
Last.
single yourself out in any way.
Feel the
Positive,
burn.
negative,
No pain, no
doesn't
gain.
matter. You don't want to single yourself out.
And there's also the uncertainty right now. They don't know if they're
Careful, they're getting a little
rendezvousing,
low.
double crossroads,
Garrett,
no
right?
crossroads.
Careful,
They
that's
don't know.
too high.
Absolutely.
You just know
I mean,
two of them are going to
essentially, they're only playing against their own party right now, as one person from each party is going to
muted.
end up with exemption.
I was trying to say
So they
something.
are, just for the streaming purposes, the top
Seeing a lot of people
row
breathe through
plus
it.
over to Will
Trying to
here
breathe through it anyway.
are all part of Party A. And then Party B starts off at Denise here, Garrett, Katie, and then the whole bottom row. So, just in case you're wondering who's battling who. Oh, Garrett looks like he's going to be the first out. Garrett's too chill.
he would be out.
Garrett's too chill for the competition like
You're
this. He's
looking
like,
for
no, this is
one
hard.
winner
I'm not doing
from
it.
each
You were right
party.
about people dropping once the first
Kara,
drop.
just watch, I believe, your right hand.
Right? Denise was literally
Do me a favor,
just
turn
waiting
your
for
camera
anyone
off
to
once
drop.
you're
And
done.
she's like, I'm not winning this one. Only the two.
Katie
oh,
has
looks like
dropped out
Katie.
nowhere.
That's a surprise.
Surprised. She looks real strong. Perihelion has
Oh.
Keith, Qua, and
I like
Trey
Will
left.
all the way until I just saw his face right now. Now
Keith, just watch
I'd
that
like
left
to
hand.
change my
Jamie
pick.
looks like she's struggling.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like she's feeling the pain.
Perihelion.
Jamie rocking the Expedition Online t-shirt.
Yeah,
Working hard. Working hard.
Available now. Check.
Yeah, check
Will is
out our
out.
store. Links and
Already
Instagram.
trying to load for the books. Kara is out. We're down to Ryan,
Links in the
Yo,
bio.
Carl,
Check
and
us out on
Jay
Instagram.
for
You can
Perihelion.
find it through there.
Trey,
I'm sure there's a
Qua,
code
and
somewhere
Keith
where you
for
can get like
Perihelion.
20% off. If not, DM me.
Jay, just
Kara
watch
is
that left
out.
hand. Keith is
Keith
out.
is
You're
out.
down to Qua and Trey.
Keith is down.
Perihelion.
Yeah,
So
so
Qua or Trey,
Qua,
one
I'm
of
going to
them's
need you to
getting
lift up because
individual
right now you're below the
exemption.
shoulder.
Ryan looks solid.
yeah, we're done.
We've got 4 for Aphelion, 2 for Perihelion.
Carl made a big
Jamie's
statement there.
turning red.
Last crossroads displayed
Nobody
his
had to go to gym
compass.
today.
Carl,
Trey,
definitely
congratulations.
feels-
You're
Qua's
one
out.
against
You feel like he
Perihelion. You
needs
may
it.
drop.
Oh wow, Trey
Trey
takes
got
it.
exemption.
For Aphelion.
Trey's out.
Despite all of the scientific
All 4
data
breathing hard.
presented, that would say he should
Getting
not
through
win
it.
this. He pulls it off. I'm impressed.
What do they think they want to do? Do they want to drink what's in their cans?
Wow, is this party is this somewhat showing like who trusts each other? Because you know, after this explosive crossroads, all 4 of these players
Yeah.
are really pushing hard here.
Yeah.
Carl looks
Jamie,
like
I'm
he'll
so
just
sorry. I have to
squeeze
call
the
it
cans
below.
and they'll just
Thank you.
pop.
Sorry. We're down
Yeah.
to Ryan. We're down to
Like he's
Carl.
gonna
We're down to
squeeze
Bill.
it.
All
Is
the
it dragon?
looking
Yeah.
Yeah.
very strong.
Yeah. Well, we're down to 3.
Oh, we lost Jamie.
Yeah. So it's Ryan, Carl, or Bill.
Coming up on
Carl
5
and
minutes
Bill
and
were the
30
first
seconds
2
of
voted
this.
out.
Yeah, I really feel like
I
pressure's
agree.
on. Yeah, pressure's on Carl here.
Almost there.
Bill's shaking. Someone's Facebook is.
Yeah, I assume it's me.
Somebody is not
Some-
muted.
Someone's
No, they
getting a
are.
call right now, but
I muted her.
Jay.
Thank
can
you.
you do?
We have Ryan.
Ryan was my pick
We
to
have
win.
Carl in his
the game.
garage. Looks like Ryan's in his kitchen. Bill.
He looks solid.
I don't know, but I like the paint color.
Carl looks to be in pain.
Oh,
Carl.
Carl's arms are coming
About 2
down a
seconds
little
from calling
bit.
it. You are below that shoulder line. Sorry.
Oh, he's out.
Ryan,
Break on Carl.
Bill, it's come down to the two of you. Let's see what happens.
We're down to
I'm
Ryan.
banking on Ryan.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be Ryan from the beginning. Bill, like, he's shaking and shaking, but he is not going to stop.
Both exactly
His
where they need
arms
to be.
slowly
Above the
keep
shoulder,
coming down.
below the head.
I
It's
think
a matter of willpower, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
Ryan just looks solid like a rock.
I don't think Bill's like just going to
On
let
your
up. I think Bill is going to have to get called. Anthony's going to have to say, okay, Bill, that's it. Because he is not going to give up.
Smooth, Bill.
He's
Bill
still keeping it. He's
rotates.
well, not that
Still
he's
in it.
below the line or anything. He's still well above it, but
Ryan, every
I
much
don't
as
see
in it
him
as
give
Bill.
up.
Yeah, and then one thing to note
Bill,
about
I am
Trey
gonna
winning
actually
this is
lift
now
up my
that's his
right hand just a
second
little bit.
individual
Yep, yep, yep.
exemption, and we haven't even hit the rendezvous.
Right? That's true. Yeah.
You guys are beasts.
Coming up on time, because not time, but like some kind of time,
Wait.
because my phone. 7 minutes and 11 seconds. 7-11.
We've seen these go over 10 minutes before, but not with these rules. Usually the rules are a little bit laxed.
Ryan looking strong.
Wow.
Bill breathing through it.
I almost wonder if like part of Bill's shake is like below his arm, but like you can't call him right now. Look at that right hand is just.
Yeah.
He is pushing. He is gaining all kinds of respect right now.
Bill, I'm so sorry. I have to call you below the
Yeah,
shoulder.
I don't blame you, but what an effort!
Ryan, congratulations. You have won exemption for the Appeal.
Like I said, Bill was not going to. He was not just going to
with
drop and be
that
like, "That's
being
it." No,
said,
it's going to
you're
have to
going
be
to
called.
send Perihelion to Perihelion. You are going to Crossroads first. It is 9:50. Let's have you come in
Ooh,
at
so it is a
10
double.
p.m. Appealion. See you in a little bit.
Anthony was just being unnecessarily coy about it, but that's fine.
Just under 8 minutes, Ryan.
Oh, small parties here.
And Bill.
Yeah, we've dropped to rooms of 2.
Very interesting.
Yo. What's up,
We've
y'all?
got 6 per
Another
side.
double tribal.
Another one.
If you want to make a group decision, you got to do it in the shelter in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Dang, we got 9 minutes.
9 minutes. We're going to see these awkward moments get shorter and shorter as the game progresses.
There are only two.
Not much time, so
Garrett's won one of these before.
I'm gonna
He
go
gets
by
it.
the fire. Anyone want to talk to me?
What's always scary is when no one jumps with you right away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone jump
I
at
would be
once.
so nervous.
I'll go talk to him.
Trey decides to go with
I
him.
mean, Trey won immunity, so.
Right.
So
I don't
just
want
leaves
to
you-
vote. Like we've been. Let's just. But I'm worried Garrett might have.
He
That's
just
something we can
Garrett just
do.
told Trey that they're gonna vote for him.
To go
That's
for
what
it.
he feels.
I tried to
And Garrett's
win
gonna
so that way we
vote
could split it between them, but I just couldn't hang on.
Yeah.
to much.
Same. There was no way I was
Couldn't
gonna
either. That was hard.
Yeah.
Well, after that book one, too, I was like,
when do we have to go to the crossroads?
We have
Uh,
to.
What's up?
Yeah, do you want to target Katie then?
Katie or Qua, I don't really care. Whatever they're
Okay.
feeling, honestly.
I'm worried. I am worried about Qua.
So, all right, let's get moving.
Yeah.
We don't got much time, unfortunately.
Yep. Let's do it.
And we know from the last mini that Trey and Denise had developed a bit of a relationship. Keith and Denise have been
Hey.
together with Katie this entire
I'll come
game
chat.
now.
You want to go down to? You want to go over to the lake? Move over to.
Into the lake?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's weird. It's the exact same size room.
Christ.
And then she doesn't get in. Oh my
What's up,
god.
Qua?
Yo,
That's
what's up, Trey?
hilarious.
What's going on, man?
He wants to switch rooms
I
for
don't
no
know.
reason.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know any.
They
of these
don't
people,
get in
to
the
be
same
honest.
room.
Like,
Qua, no.
dude. So I saw who was going right, and then literally everyone who like I was actually like I kind of knew was put on the tribe with the you Garrett, a few other people, Carl, all of y'all were on the other tribe, and then I was over here, and I just didn't know anyone. So I'm down to like do whatever.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. I was thinking, Katie. I don't know if how close you are to Katie.
I can drop them like they're hot, man.
Classic Qua.
So do you want to do Katie?
Yeah, Katie's fine.
Okay, let's do it, man.
Sounds like Qua's showing no loyalty here.
Yeah,
to his
Garrett,
original
Garrett
group.
Oh,
sweet.
Interesting.
What's happening in here,
Okay.
Chantal?
Where are they?
So basically, they're trying to decide between
Okay.
Qua and Katie. Garrett just asked Denise which one does he prefer. She said it doesn't matter.
Qua and who? Because Katie was in that room, wasn't he?
Oh my god, this time is too short, bro.
No,
it's too short.
it was Denise.
Garrett, do you want to talk by the lake?
Oh, it was Denise and Garrett. Huh?
Yeah,
it's gotta
this
be quick.
room, it was
Let's go.
Katie and Keith, and they were talking about going for Garrett. Because
What's
Trey
going on?
were the two
How's it going?
who kind of got
I don't want
screwed.
Just Trey.
I don't want to push you into anything, but what is the half compass like? What does that do? Is it just a simple combine with another and you have a full?
It has to, exactly. You have to combine it. Neither you have to see it in front of the at tribal if you want to combine the two together, and then one of you get it. It's not yeah.
So
yeah. So like obviously,
straight up. Do you have a plan besides me?
The person I'm least close to would probably be Qua.
I mean, I'm down for Qua at this point. Like, if you want to do Qua, I can get the numbers going. Like, talk with some people, and I'm down for Qua if that's what we want to do.
I don't want to go to Crossroads at
Are
the
you
same
down
time.
for
I have to
Qua
go
or
to
not really?
tribal. What?
Let's see what Denise and Qua.
Okay.
Especially have to give it out in front of the entire party. as
Keith
well.
and Trey are
like,
talking
no,
about going
thank
for
you.
Katie,
So
and
that's what I'm
Keith
like
offered
still
up
making
his
sure like
own
I
name as a
understand it all,
decoy
but
vote.
it seems scary to me to do that.
Interesting.
So, are we still on like word? Like we're still doing the
Yeah.
same thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
A party. Denise, do you want to go down by the lake?
Sure.
Qua, do you want to do?
down?
I finally got you.
I know. I
Let's do
jumped
it.
in and then Garrett there. I was like, what happened?
So
What's up?
I wanted to go down by the lake because to discuss like half idle stuff or half compass stuff.
So this is where
that
we have
makes
to do it,
sense.
right? If we're going
Yeah,
to.
if we do it anywhere, we have to do it here.
They both
and
have a
I
half
would.
compass.
I'm
That's why they want to go by the
impartial to
lake,
just
so that-
give you my half, so we have a compass outright.
Okay.
Just right now. So Jonathan, if you're diggity down, we'd like to make this deal happen.
What's the deal again?
I will give my half compass to Denise.
Acknowledged.
Thank you.
So Trey
Thank
has
you.
just given Denise
Very
his
fine.
half
So-
Thank
compass.
you, Trey.
Denise has two halves. Guess what? I have another half compass.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got the other half.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have between us we have three halves. I doubt another half is going to come about.
Right. But if it does.
But if it does, yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. So now we have one. So at least like between the two of us,
Yeah.
if we hear our names, like each other's names, then yeah.
We good. We good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Who are you voting out?
I was going to vote Katie.
Okay. What did Keith say?
Keith said he wanted. Keith's sound to vote Katie.
Oh yeah. Okay. I need
Yeah.
to talk to Keith.
Okay.
Yeah.
My question. So my question
yeah, if you want
is.
to try to push that.
Chantal, what's happening here?
So but the thing is, with Trey,
Okay,
if Trey
so
finds out about it, I'm pretty
he's
sure he's not going to be down
trying
for it.
to
So like, what do you want? What do we want to do
convince
about that?
To vote Katie.
I
Garrett
don't really
wants to
care
do
if he's pissed
Qua.
off. He's got immunity, right? So like,
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
so
care.
Garrett is voting
And he's got a
no
immunity,
matter-
immunity
no
and a
matter
half
what.
idol. And he's probably got more shit because yeah.
There's
So
6
that
of
would
them.
be
That,
me,
they could split the votes.
you, Denise, and
Yeah.
Katie. Tell Katie Qua.
Yep, I think let's do Quad.
I'm down for
If
it.
if it changes, you just let me know. But I'm gonna do Quad.
I will say
What
when
is
y'all
that?
two left, I will say this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hold on. You cut out on me. You said
Can you
what?
hear me? Can you hear me?
That's hilarious because I can see
Sorry,
them
you
both
cut out.
rotating
Go
No,
ahead and
off
go
each
okay.
other
No, I
for
was
some
saying when y'all two left, the agreement was
Okay, they're back.
to put all votes on you. I don't want to do that
Yeah.
because I've already received votes. I don't feel, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So okay. So Qua,
Yeah.
Qua.
Let's do Quad. Let me know if it changes, but I'm gonna do Quad until then.
Okay, same.
Ooh, now they're all going to get to meet in the shelter.
Denise, can you hear me?
See what
You've been
Katie's
into
for.
bold, I swear. Like I've been making it work.
And Sunday is an off day, so like tomorrow I'm like fully committed here. Like my other game is completely off. On Sunday, like I'm not allowed to talk to anyone. So I'm fully committed to this game tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So please let me
pitching
and
alliance
for me.
He had proposed to me. Trey proposed to me to do Katie, and that kind of sketched me out because him and Quab both played Expedition Online, and Garrett wants to do Quab because of that first.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, Trey was quick to throw out Katie and protected Quab immediately. That's why I would rather go Quab first to make sure that it's not one of us next. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Would you be down with that?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
No, that makes sense then, because if Qua has something, hopefully he won't use it because he thinks it's Katie.
Yes.
Katie. So if it's the three of us that vote
Qua,
he'll vote
Katie.
And then Qua
Three
and
of
Katie
Garrett
will
and
vote.
Qua think they're forming a
Garrett.
threesome with Trey.
Okay,
Qua's
so
ready
we're
to
good.
flip
We're
on his
good.
old side.
So
Okay,
Qua?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
As long as you're good with that. Oh, okay. Well, I was still talking.
This side is crazy. I'm going to go over to Party A and catch a little bit of this before we get into a crossroads here.
You threw my ass under the bus. And Will did you watch his 2 episodes in season 2?
Not yet, no.
He's just a sweet guy. I think he's also very malleable.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Will's performance in season 2 helping him out
Piedra
here.
or not. Like I don't think they're gonna be like, oh, what do you guys want?
Bill found him very endearing.
Here we go to crossroads.
The game more than Jay and Will.
Okay.
Yes.
Catch a little bit of this before we jump
I mean,
into the crossroads.
So yeah. So let's go back to the shelter though. All right.
All right. She's not voting for you.
Katie just said she's voting Garrett.
Oh,
Period.
wow. And Garrett just got the vote off of Katie. That's so funny. All right.
Now I don't know.
Oh, these guys are all confused.
He's
Jamie
pushing-
doesn't know what's going to happen. This is going to be back-to-back crazy crossroads here. Yeah, let's take it away, Anthony. Can't wait to see what's going to happen here. Let's,
Here we are, the
jump back
first
in a
of
minute.
our double crossroads.
Okay,
We have the Perihelion party. Denise, how are you? Just because you're the first person that I see next to me.
I'm doing okay. Definitely this game is on. It's fast, it's quick, it's jumping, pitches, it's fun.
Yeah, you're enjoying it. That's good. That's good. That's good. I am going to go to Trey first. Usually I save the person who is exempt for last, but Trey, you are exempt. I'm going to ask, we haven't seen you since the party swap. So when you saw that it was kind of just you jumping over from the other party, how were you feeling? Were you nervous at all? What's going on?
Yeah, it's definitely a no one wants to be screwed by the swap, and it's tough to come into this party at a deficit, you know? So it is very nice to have exemption as a sort of safety net for that. That's fantastic. Unfortunately, Garrett does not have that blessing. Sorry to put you on blast, Garrett, like that. But I don't know. You just kind of maneuver. Luckily, two of these people I know, and I've had very familiar like conversations with them in the meantime. So like you kind of just have to rely on like who you know at this point and whether something that you say is going to stick or not.
Okay, interesting. Garrett, tell us about your relationship with Trey. What has happened that he made him say like, hey, Garrett doesn't, he doesn't have that blessing.
Yeah, I would say I'm screwed at this point, but that's okay. Because Trey and I got swapped screwed technically if you look at the numbers. Obviously, there is some pregame connections going on here. So that's what I'm banking on. For me personally, I was given a couple different outs. Obviously, I'm also an out, so that means I kind of just got to go with what I've been told. I'm going with the last name that I was told, and I'm hoping that it sticks. At this point, I understand that like things change quickly, and I understand that I might be the default, but I'm going with the last name I was told, and I think it makes the most sense for a lot of people here, and fingers crossed.
All right. Katie, how are you doing after all that? How are your arms? I thought you were going to take that because the way you were just standing there, I was like, oh, I think she's a top contender. And then just out of nowhere, shoo, what happened? Shoulder just gave out?
They hurt. I couldn't, my shoulders hurt too much. I wanted to, obviously, but
So you gotta kind of think to yourself, okay, well we're 6 here. How much are you thinking about your game in the now versus your game long term?
I mean, it's a mini and it just moves so fast. It's so hard to think in the future. Like you have to be in the now. Like there's no time for anything else.
That's an interesting. I'll be honest with you, not what I was expecting you to say. So that's a really interesting, interesting point. You know,
I'm glad I kept you on your toes.
Thank you, Keith. How are you doing? What's going on? How are you? Are you Keith? Is somebody else who yesterday was not a good day. Where like there were 3 people who were like, I can't play, and I was like, Keith, and he was like, I can't believe you're gonna make me do this. And I was like,
I can't. Like I'm so surprised I'm here, but
I'm not gonna like. It looks like you're having a good time.
I'm having an okay time.
You're having an okay time. Okay. Why just okay?
No, like no, it really is. It's awesome. It's just moving so fast. Like it's like, you know what I mean? I feel like everybody just jumped into conversations. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just like you look at the stand, you have 4 original people, and then you have 2 new people, but then everybody's having conversations. You know what I mean? Like I heard my name, somebody else heard another name. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be crazy. So I'm really itching to know what's gonna happen.
I am too. Kwa, I've not spoken to you yet. How are you doing? What do you make of this version of the party at this point? It almost feels like going back to what I was saying before. You don't, you original people of Bill and Carl are no longer with you. You have Trey here, who otherwise might, just based on the numbers, be the obvious choice. But at this point, it feels like you might have to kind of eat at your own there. What do you make of that? And do you agree with that or not so much?
Nah, we're not eating our own yet. We still got Garrett over there. Wish someone else besides Trey would have won the immunity, so that way we could split it. But whatever.
All right. If nothing, nothing else, you are certainly honest, class. So there you go. Does anybody have anything to say before we head on over to this vote? All right. Do me a favor. Send me the name of the person we're voting out of this party.
So interesting crossroads there again. I don't think any new information, just a nice little update there. Garrett, once again, I love the way Garrett handles these crossroads. You can always, if he always tries to make it very clear what his plan is, unless he's very sure of his plan, in which case he tries to throw chaos. When he's unsure, he makes it very clear. When he's clear, he makes everyone else seem really unsure. It's Shane. It's been ongoing with him every time. He's always got a plan.
Yeah, and he usually has good luck with it too. Because I mean, he won his first mini he played, and then he played in our season 2, and really it came down to missing the challenge that did him in.
Yeah. Right, Chantel, had Garrett stuck around in that challenge, I mean, who knows how the end of that game would have went.
Garrett,
I tallied the votes.
Garrett
Jonathan, I'll wait for you.
Like being there because we could have won. Like we could have been final 2. That was my guy, but I didn't want to say it out loud. I didn't want people to know.
No, we would.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Looks like Anthony's got the votes here. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if Garrett was able to do enough here. Take it away, Anthony.
All right. I have tallied the votes. If anybody would like to play a hidden advantage, now is your time to do so. All right. First vote is for Garrett. Next vote is for Kwa. Next vote is for Katie. That's 1 vote Kwa, 1 vote Garrett.
6 players,
1
3
vote
people
Katie.
get votes. Interesting.
4th vote is for Garrett. 5th vote is for Kwa. 6th and final vote is for Kwa. Kwa, that's enough. 3 votes.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
I don't know. I guess my reputation or whatever. I mean, I've never won a game, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, you were thrilled. I was thrilled to have you. I think it was fun to watch you. Nice to see you in action. Do me a favor, stick around here. Everybody else, head on back
tough
to
break for
your
Qua.
shelters.
It looks like
Go
his
for it.
prior relationship with Trey had spooked. Although people were willing to work with Trey, they didn't want to work with Trey.
I will
and
be honest
Qua,
with you.
it
I
seems
was
like.
surprised when I saw that. I was like, as soon as I saw like the numbers, I was like, what? Because I saw a couple of votes coming for Garrett, and then I was like, what?
Yeah, I was surprised on that one as well. Not
Yeah, it
gonna
was
lie.
a group vote for Katie that came from Trey. So I get the feeling that he maybe was in on something in an attempt to not vote for you. I don't know if you're tight with him, but also maybe save his friend. I'm not sure. But that seems like a split vote thing to maybe save Garrett.
Anthony's only
That's my
watching the
guess. That's my
competitions
guess.
and the crossroads.
Did you have fun? It was great to
all
see
the
you play
info he's
that.
getting.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
not
I
giving
had
him
fun.
anything extra.
Who do you think? Who can you see at this point going further? Like going? Who's got a shot?
I don't know. Like, I haven't talked to the other people on the other thing. I don't know. Just based on my experience with people, I think Denise can go far. Yeah.
And she always seems to. So,
Denise has a habit of getting
thanks so
people
much for joining us. It was great to
Yeah.
see you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll do it again soon.
Yep.
Qua is such a strategic and smart player that I think he really makes people uncomfortable. And when people hear his name as an option, there aren't too many people who are going to stand up for him because they're not 100% sure they're with him.
Andy,
he's been somewhat clear about his intentions, and in season 1 in his confessionals, he made no secret that he was playing the game quite robotically, and I think that's kind of gotten around the community and is shown in a couple of these minis where, although he hasn't been a big target, all of a sudden it just ends up on Qua. And Qua ends up going out. So
he either goes right before the merge or kind of right after the rendezvous. They never want to let him go far.
Yeah, a little disappointing to see Qua go so early because he is a very creative player, and I think a rendezvous would be fun to see him in there, but unfortunately we haven't gotten to see him get very deep into the game yet. So maybe next time for Qua, we will see. We got the other party rolling in now as the double crossroads party A. Now we didn't really get to see much. We were following around party P the whole time. This last crossroads things got real crazy. Carl has definitely been in the forefront. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he's able to navigate his way out. Will just had a split vote, but that was under some extraordinary circumstances. So anything can happen
came
here.
in outnumbered, and has been open about not having any allies.
And Kara's a dangerous player, and I think a lot of people know that going into rendezvous. So it's gonna be interesting to see how things shake out here.
Taking it much.
Take it over, Anthony.
Here we are.
All right,
Apelian, we're back. I'll start with the winner, Ryan. Ryan, what you got there? What's on your shoulder there?
It's a nice little ice pack. My shoulders. I might need to charge you guys for going to the hospital.
No.
My shoulders hurt so bad.
We don't pay.
Well, it got you exemption. How does that feel?
Feels good. I didn't know if I needed it tonight, but I'm really proud of myself for actually going. You said 8 minutes. That's actually very impressive.
Yes, I think a lot of people were impressed. Bill, you as well. You were right up there with the 8 minutes. I'm so sorry. I felt, I had to call you. I felt really bad about that. But how are your shoulders?
Bad about it too.
No ice?
No. It's like old man muscles and bones and joints. They're just like there.
All right. How are you feeling? You got back to the shelter, and what happened?
Oh, no.
Is that what you're going to say, Jamie? Just saw everything all over the place. It's absolute chaos. Tell us, Jamie.
No, of course it's chaos. You give us little time, although we had a little extra time because of the other crossroads.
The other crossroads, yeah.
But by the way, can I first say that, hey, I was the last female standing.
This is true. Yes.
Yes.
There you go. You got the guns to show it.
So, it was, everybody was popping around, pretty quickly. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Do you care to elaborate?
This game is hard, and it's hard to vote for people that you like, and I like everybody here, so I don't want to vote out anyone. I mean, in my last vote, I think I sent to you, I said, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. And I said, you gotta. Sorry. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I mean, I'm also concerned about there's potentially still some advantages out there that, we all know. I'm going to lay it out there. We all know there's that one clue that apparently nobody can figure out. Which
look at the clue, people. Just look at the darn clue.
Yeah, just look at the damn clue.
We did.
Game is pretty straightforward, but
wait, there's a clue.
What?
Wait a minute.
I mean, there's a clue. Come on, you've never played this game before, Carl. You know there's something out there. I don't know what it is because I can't find anything.
Well, I'm busy fighting off all my haters. You know what I mean? To look for a clue.
Not to awaken sleeping dogs here, but I do kind of want to go back to the last crossroads. We had this tie between Daniel and Will. Carl, you would have been out had you not had the half compasses that you combined and used yourself. It almost felt like it was less Daniel versus Will than it was Daniel versus Carl. Carl, can you speak to that a little bit? What happened there? Carl froze. That was a really good question, too. I don't ask that many good questions, but that was a darn good question.
He's looking good in his frozen position, though.
I will
Who's
say.
frozen? Wait. Who's frozen? Me?
You. Yeah. So anything
Okay,
you said, I don't know what you said or what you heard.
I didn't hear nothing. I heard it was Daniel against Carl.
Man, okay. So what I was going to say was, let's take it back to the last crossroads. It almost felt like, although the votes were Daniel versus Will in that tie, that the game kind of became a Daniel versus Carl thing. Can you speak to that a little bit? What was that about?
Well, I knew right away when I heard the votes after I played the compass, and I felt like a bad vibe. Like I just something in my gut told me I needed to play that, and I did. And I knew as soon as the votes, my name came up, I knew where it came from. And I knew the first time that's the guy that flipped. And he told me he didn't, he lied to me. And I felt like that he needed to be exposed to what he really was. Like he was lying to everybody, at least to me. And I'm guessing he would have lied to other people. So I wanted, because I didn't want Will to go home. I liked Will. Daniel, not only, he's a threat physically, and he's playing a little social game. He's playing this, and he voted for me twice, and I was done with him. And I mean, there was no working together. He lied to me twice. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, it ain't happening. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Will, I kind of want to go to you, direct this question to you. You were talking about how you didn't really have relationships at that point. When you got back to the shelter after the challenge, what did you do? Did you have a strategy of starting to get those going again and hoping to make things go, trying to get relationships going is what I'm asking.
I mean, I've been trying to get relationships.
There you go. That's not good.
I've been trying to get relationships at the beginning, but mostly meant last time for pre-existing ones, ones that happened beforehand. But
you're not necessarily saying relationships within this mini. You're saying that it's the pre-existing relationships that people came in from other games.
Yeah, from the cinematic universe from beforehand, not necessarily this movie.
Expedition yes. Yeah.
The Howard the Duck here. Just in it for a little bit the first time, and then just he comes back again. There he is.
Yeah. Well, you're back. You're still here. Kara, how are you doing? What happens now? You're here. Do you feel a part of this group now that you've been a couple of cycles in, or are you still concerned maybe they might go back to, relationships they had before the swap? Are there strength in numbers, or are we past?
I definitely am concerned that they're going to use their majority position from the swap. So I don't know. I think it was good that we had a little bit more time to talk, but also with the reduction in the number of rooms that were available, and also the like 3-person room is gone. Like it was hard to get to talk to people, and like I wish that I could have had more conversations with more people. So hopefully I get the chance to do that later.
All right. Yes, hopefully. We will see. We will see. At this point, I'm going to open up the floor if anybody would like to say anything before we go and cast our votes. Nothing? Okay. At this point, Ryan is exempt. You cannot vote for Ryan. Please send to me the name of the person you will be voting out of this party.
All right. Without seeing very much from their pre-crossroads, it still kind of feels like Carl's up against it here. I mean, with the display put on the last crossroads, the correct compass play,
And getting the half compass from Gabby to begin with, and then voting her out, that was a huge move.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if the player. I know Kara knows about that, but I don't think it's been revealed to the other players. But yeah, once that comes out, I mean, that definitely, strategically speaking, like I said, probably one of the best moves that we've seen in any of our minis to date. However ruthless, it is what it is, right? And in a game like this, when lots of half compasses out there, if he didn't secure it from Gabby, it would have randomly gone to someone else, and who knows what happens. So let's see if Carl's able to survive this. It doesn't look great for him just off what we saw, but anything can happen. Take it away.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you very much. I have tallied the votes. If anyone has an advantage they would like to play, now is your time to do so.
And you know what? I really don't feel safe again, dude. I really feel like these people. I feel like they're going to vote me out again, and I'm going to play another compass on myself.
What?
Carl does have 2 half compasses he can use for himself. That becomes a whole compass. Carl, do not count.
Oh my God!
Okay, I will read the votes. First vote
He is
is for
dominating.
Carl. Does not count.
Jeez.
Second vote is for Carl. Does not count.
No. Period.
4 votes remain.
This is the best mini day I
Third
think
vote
we've seen.
is for Kara.
No.
Oh.
Next vote is for Will.
Oh.
Next
Now the
vote
realization that one of these guys is going to leave
is for
and
Kara.
come in. Oh no.
Last vote, and this breaks my heart. It's for Kara.
Oh, we lose
you
Kara.
Wait, so
Booted
did Carl
from
not
this
even need it?
Helium party. What do you have to say?
No, he didn't. 3 Kara, 2 Carl, 1 Will.
This was fun. This was different. So, I wish I'd had a chance to get around and talk to more people, but rooms got full and I didn't get a chance to talk to people and make those connections that I wanted to. So,
that's really where
you all
Kara
enjoy the
excels.
rest of your game and have fun. So, thanks for inviting me in.
Yeah, for Kara's game,
Everybody,
this
Kara's
really is the
friend.
best format
Yep,
because
we'll
she
talk
is.
about it. Everybody
You
else,
spend
head on back to
10
your
minutes
rooms,
with Kara and you fall in love
and
with
I'll
her.
be with you momentarily.
And you don't get 10 minutes in this game to make those types of relationships. So I think her relationship with Carl, kind of being thrown in with that,
My friend,
probably led to this.
how are you?
Hi.
See what she has to say.
I'm good. I'm
You're good.
tired.
Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah.
lot.
Me too.
I mean, how does it compare to a long form for everybody who's watching?
I prefer a long form
How come?
Better suits
because
her
I play a
skill
pretty
set.
social game.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to establish social connections in like 10 minutes whenever you sometimes can't get into a room to talk to people. And then, I don't know, I just wasn't able to get my footing like at all.
Because I really thought that this was, like, once I saw it was this particular party, this mix of personalities, I thought Kara was going to do excellent. But I can definitely see how just the time crunch really affects it. You played, for your first mini beautifully. I do want your opinion. Who do you think has a chance at this point?
I I think Denise and Keith and Katie have themselves pretty well situated over there. I don't know how their crossroads went. I think Ryan, I think, is in a pretty good spot, it seems like to me. And he's one that I was trying to get into a room to talk to, and I just couldn't. It was maxed out all the time. And I feel like maybe if I had had a chance to make that connection, I might have been in a better spot. But
yeah. Well, I hope you I do hope, this community is what it is, and you're a reason, for that and all the good that it brings. So thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. And I mean, on the bright side, you get to enjoy your Sunday now.
This is true. Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you for me to play. So it was fun.
I'm glad. We'll talk soon. I'll talk to you
now. So that's cool.
There you go. Sorry. All right. Chat with you very soon.
All right.
For those of you watching, yes, Kara and I
Bye.
from time to time. So there you go.
A lot of fun watching Kara play again. She really is a great social player, but in this mini format, unfortunately, the social game gets a little bit lost in that. So, unfortunately, a victim to that. Tribe swap also didn't go well for her, getting swapped with just Carl from her original party. Right. And Carl pulling up with these toys. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to wish you all a very good night. Go enjoy your evening. We will see you right here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Night 1 is over.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah. Why am I still in it?
See you tomorrow, guys.
I don't know how I'm still in this game.
Night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
See you.
See you tomorrow. See ya.
Okay, so that is going to do it for the end of day 1 or part 2, depending on how you're watching this. So it has been an absolutely explosive day. Part 2 started off with the Gabby vote. So let's talk about that for a minute as Carl pulls off what I'm going to call the best move that we have seen to date in any of these minis, as he secures a vote with a majority to take out Gabby, and then swiftly jumps over into a room with Gabby and convinces her to give up his half-idol. I'm going to want both your takes on this. Who wants to start?
I can start. I mean, I think it's brilliant on Carl. Like, Carl's a very, aggressive player, but we haven't always seen these, strategic chops. Mm-hmm. He's bringing it. Like, that was good. To get it from her, to have her trust, even though he knew he was voting her out, and he organized that vote. And from what I saw, I don't think many people knew that he actually got the half compass from Gabby.
No, Gabby.
He's still under the radar.
Yeah, Gabby did mention it to Kara, but even Kara wasn't 100%. She did end up affirming it with Carl there. Chantal, what are your thoughts? Your first time seeing Carl.
My mind was blown. I was shooketh. I'm like, this guy's manipulation skills are on point. I've never seen someone work their magic the way Carl did. Like, he knew that, she was like a timid type of girl, and knew that, she has a half compass, I can get it from her, and I'm gonna vote her ass out. So off with her head, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not much Gabby could really do in that spot. I think she caught on a little bit too late that she was the one, and unfortunately wasn't able to do anything at Crossroads to kind of change that. It was tough because Gabby.
It would have been nice. It would have been nice to see her fight a little harder for it. It's not really in the personality we've seen from Gabby in the past, but it would have been a nice, growth narrative.
I feel like from the moment that Harmony got voted out, like, she should have got a wake up call. Yeah. Like, that was my day 1. Now it's time for me to investigate and find out what went wrong. Mm-hmm. But we didn't get that energy from her, so
no, and obviously a little bit too trusting, as she was really trusting Carl there and really put too much faith into him. And but I mean, you got to give it up to Carl, noticing the situation. You don't have a lot of time to pull off a move like that, and for him to get into the right room with Gabby, convince her that he was the one who was in trouble, was really going to need the compass, and then get to the vote without anyone else really becoming wise to it besides Kara. But yeah, definitely a big day for Carl, as we're going to see. But let's jump over to the next. So right after that, we swap the parties, and both sides have an obvious split, as the A party ends up with a 5-2 split with sorry, who's on the bottom there? With
it was Carl and Kara.
Yeah, Carl and Kara on the obvious bottom there. Going into that crossroads, Carl was in a bunch of trouble here, wasn't he, Shane?
Oh, absolutely. And as we saw at Crossroads, he got the majority of the votes, but at a compass, well, two halves.
Yeah, taking advantage of the half Gabby gave him, and yeah, Chantel puts the plan into fruition, instantly saves him the next Crossroads. What else can you say, really?
Crazy.
Right?
Explosive. Yeah. That's what that was.
Yeah, and I mean that wasn't even the highlight of that Crossroads, as it would end up coming down to a 3-2-2 vote. So 3 votes on Carl, 2 votes on Daniel, 2 votes on Will. Split vote between the majority, which really put everybody in a tough spot. And then we have Daniel, who makes a great case for himself, and then Carl decides to jump in. Where does this, Shane, you've been there from the beginning. Let's tell them a little bit about where the Daniel and Carl rivalry comes from.
So this goes back to season 3 of our prior game. We had 6 seasons before Expedition Season 1. Season 3, I played with Daniel. He was my first ally. Daniel gets voted out of the game, and we have Carl, who's been joining our Zoom calls. He was a spectator on board to play Season 4, and something about their personalities just did not click, and they clashed a lot with an epic push-up contest with lots of screaming, akin to what we just saw tonight.
Yeah, completely impromptu push-up challenge happens after like one of a random Crossroads one night. And I mean, Chantel, does that surprise you, knowing these guys' 2 personalities from what you saw today, that these guys can't stay in a Zoom call together?
Honestly, I loved each and every single minute of it, and I wish that Daniel didn't go home, but unfortunately he did.
Yeah, unfortunately this game not big enough for the 2 of them. Carl, and we're kind of skimming over Will here, but Will really puts together a solid Crossroads, especially when he got into trouble. In Season 2, we saw him go into Crossroads without a name and not really put up a bit of a fight, but not really putting together a great argument. This time, night and day, right, Chantel?
Yeah, he came in with confidence. He did not have that on Season 2. This is a totally different Will that I'm seeing, and I wish that I saw this on Season 2 when I played with him, as I would have kept him around, but I didn't get that energy. But I'm so happy to see his improvement thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Shane, one of my favorite parts is right at the beginning. He's like, hey, I know it sounds like it's Carl versus Daniel, but I'm separate from Carl.
Right.
Great.
Yeah, he did not want to get like that negative energy that might have been directed at Carl. He's like, I'm not Carl. If you're voting against Daniel, like, vote against Daniel. If you want to vote against Carl, push that to Daniel. Push that away from me.
Yeah. Which I thought was really smart, because, I mean, if it was Carl versus Daniel, I definitely think that Carl is the one who goes out there. But Will, able to separate himself from Carl, really got through to his allies. Daniel, unfortunately, like he said, he was playing a strong game. I think it was a matter of circumstances. Otherwise, he could have definitely gone to Rendezvous and been a threat to become the ultimate explorer here. But it was a double Crossroads, so we go into the next Crossroads there, and that in that party, we've got a 4-2 split going in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Daniel wasn't
Sorry,
a double
I was a little
Crossroads
lost. Yes.
Yeah,
That's where I got caught. So after Daniel, we went into the double. Thank you, Shane. Hey, so in that first Crossroads, we see another explosive one, as Qua would end up with the majority of the votes. But Carl, once again, no, I'm jumping over this one. You know what, Shane? You explain this crossroads because I clearly can't remember it.
Yeah, so this crossroads
Crazy day.
on the P party, we have this obvious split. It's 4-2, 4 original paraphilion, 2 original aphelion, which was Garrett and Trey. Trey wins an individual exemption, so Trey's exempt. It's looking like it's going to be Garrett because he's on the bottom, but it ends up being a 2-2, or what was it? A 2-2-2 vote or 2?
It was 3-2-1. 3-2-1.
Okay, 3-2-1. Yeah, Keith picked up a vote, Katie got votes, and then Kwa.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. This one. Sorry, I've now remembered the whole entire thing. This one was definitely interesting. What it looked like was Denise, Keith, and Katie were kind of looking at a way to work with Trey. And unfortunately, the season 1 Expedition Online connection between Trey and Kwa made Kwa a bit of a problem, and it looks like that's kind of why it came back to him. Chantel, I mean, that's kind of the way this game goes sometimes. It's not necessarily something you do wrong. It's your connection to someone else. You can't get that person, so unfortunately, you get caught in the
100%.
crossfires, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk more about Kwa, but I mean, there wasn't really much more to it than that. He was in the majority. He looked like he was going to be safe, and Shane a little bit blindsided by that.
Yeah, we had alluded to this earlier, but he just has this like strategic allure to him that really scares people. Come the individual portion of the game, you know, he can be a huge threat. We've never really seen him get too far past the rendezvous, but it's always because he has this allure of being a really big strategist.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of players kind of pick up on that, and yeah, I think if we ever do see him get to a rendezvous, though, we're going to see him make his way all the way to the end of the game. So smart on the players to get rid of Kwa there. Then we jump into the next crossroads. Carl shows up with another another compass. We were obviously blown away as we didn't see it all go down. But Shane, you want to break down what happened there? As Anthony filled us in afterwards.
Yeah. So Carl had a half compass because Daniel had a half compass, he was voted out. So it was randomly assigned with a randomizer, ironically to Carl. I'm sure Daniel will love that.
Yeah.
So Carl has a half compass. Bill has a half compass from when he was voted out from his party as the first boot way back when. Carl convinces Bill to give him that. Carl now has a full compass again.
Yeah, I mean, they were expiring come rendezvous, which they weren't 100% sure when it was gonna come. Chantel, I mean, Bill decides better to use it than just to let it go and keep a guy like Carl in the game. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, 100%. That's a really smart move because Carl will always be the bigger threat. He will be a shield for Bill. So kudos to him for giving it up and just in the nick of time before rendezvous too.
Yeah, he saves Carl, and then a majority vote ends up on Kara anyhow. So even though Carl used the compass, negated a couple votes, it wasn't the majority votes. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how that all plays out. It'd be interesting to know if if Bill gave the half compass to Carl and then switched the vote onto Kara, where he gets all the bonus points for giving Carl the compass, but doesn't lose one of his allies, as Kara and Carl were in the bottom on that party there from as far as the original parties were concerned. So I mean, and that brought us right up to now, and an absolutely crazy day. What a great mini we've had so far. I mean, Shane, we knew coming in with this cast of characters that we had that this was going to be exciting. This has, I think, exceeded our expectations.
Oh, absolutely. It absolutely surpassed, and I already had a high bar set, and it surpassed it. Like, these players came to play. They all had something to prove. Even those who've won, like Carl and Garrett, have won a mini before, and they're coming in as winners, and they still have something to prove, and they're playing their asses off. So is everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. Chantel, what has surprised you most? I mean, I don't know if you've watched any of our Expedition Online minis before, but what has kind of surprised you about the format and how these players are taken to the game?
So what I've noticed is super fast pace. Time, if I thought that time was not on my side in my season, this is 10 times worse what is 30 minutes is literally 1 minute in this game.
Yeah.
You don't have time. Whoever you're with is what you gotta work with. And I think that's crazy because it's so fast paced. You don't even know what to expect.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw the players start off. They were kind of just dealing with the players that they were ending up in rooms with and making their plans with them. Now we're starting to see some of those relationships are starting to come into play, as we talked about Kwa being voted off because of his relationship with Dre. I know that some of the other relationships have at least been brought up. So, we could start to see people go into tomorrow, start to maybe put those pieces together. Now they've got a few hours to kind of think about things. Shane, do you expect strategies to change a whole lot going into tomorrow?
Knowing the players that we have left, I do. I think a lot of these players are very, very dedicated. They really want the title. So their wheels are going to be spinning tonight and tomorrow morning as they wait to come back for day 2. I'm sure the rendezvous is on all of their minds, whether they think it's going to happen next or after a vote or two, but they must know it's coming and need to plan accordingly.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So going into tomorrow, who do you think our front runners are? I'm going to get one from each of you. Chantel, who's your front runner going into tomorrow? Whose game did you love today?
Oh, I liked Carl's game only because he's strategic, he brought me entertainment, and he's fearless. He's everything that I look for in a player.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Entertainment value is definitely there with Carl.
Yeah.
Shane, who's your favorite?
So while I do like how Carl is playing, I do think he's going to be a big threat. So I'm going to be a little different. Let's not steal Chantel's thunder. I'm going to go with Ryan. I think Ryan's playing this really mix of he's dictating things, but he's doing it under the radar and kind of in everyone's good graces. He won this last individual exemption challenge. He has that notch on his record. I think he's one to watch.
Yeah, I believe he's got to steal a vote as well, if I'm remembering correctly. I am.
Yes.
So he's got a little bit of power going into tomorrow as well. So yeah, that's a great pick. I'm thinking of Jamie. Chantel pointed out during the broadcast that Jamie has been the strategic, the main strategic player for her group. She's got about 3 or 4 players who are always kind of looking to her to see who she's targeting, who she's going after, and it's been going really well for her. She also has a lot of personal relationships within this community. She's been around since the get-go. She's always been a very active community member. So I definitely like Jamie's spot. I don't think she's on anyone's radar right now, which is great. She has the shortcut, so she's able to walk out of a crossroads if she does feel any kind of pressure. So I think I definitely think those 3 individually are front runners. You also got to look at the grouping of Denise, Katie, and Keith. They're starting to come under attention a little bit, but as a group of 3, a strong group, in a mini like this, we have seen a group like that trample their way to the end before. So should be interesting to see how that 3 breaks out as well. So unless anyone else has anything else that they want to add, I think we should shut things down here for part 2 and day 1 of our Expedition Online Mini. I'm going to try to say the name of it again. Piedra del Sol. So make sure...
I'll correct you again. Piedra del Sol.
Piedra del Sol. Hey, we do English and French here in Canada, not English and Spanish like you guys do in the States. So I feel like I deserve a pass here. Right, Chantel?
Yes, 100%.
Canadians with me. Awesome. So, for Chantel Washington and Shane Burns, I was Jonathan Dykes. This was Expedition